What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's you.
For being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. Well, welcome back to Tuesday Night Gordita. Yes, indeed. You in here with the Bruce Wayne of this ish, the King of Kings, the King of Content, and the Speaker of Truth, yours truly, the Notorious One, a.k.a. Mr. Coach Alini, better known as a prognosticator, Coach Stradamus, and you're in the Desert Storm bunker with none other than EWF. That is every woman's fantasy, but call me CGA, see God Allah, and I'll be the 12-time demonetized champion of YouTube. We got a great show for you today. We're going to hear from Esther Vilar. I forgot to bring my book from Esther Vilar, The Manipulated Man, How Men Are Easily Manipulated by Women. And we're going to hear from an author, a female author, and several quotes about the manipulated man. In fact, I had a conversation with a good friend of mine today, and one of the biggest advantages of men manipulating women is this. Well, I'll tell you later on in the show. Remind me of it. And I'll tell you all later on in the show. We also have It's an Evil World We Live In. And what else we have on the menu? Crime and Law CGA. Crime and Law CGA. But anyway, to contribute to today's show, $ the Notorious CGA on the Cash App, Venmo, Coach Greg Adams TV, and PayPal is paypal.me/Coach Greg Adams, and that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. How about that show this morning? That was a great show. It was a great show. We had a great time. We had great support, and we had a great show. Gia came by, and she wants me to spank her. Gia wants me to spank her a couple of times.
Get him, Daddy.
But anyway, they all like that. Had a good conversation with a friend of mine, and we were talking about some situations we've been put in and how men are out here in the dark. Even Gia herself had a great quote that said 80% of men would be absolutely mortified at what 20% of just listening at 20% of women's sexual past. And of course, they blame that on, well, it was when I was younger. All right, but you was old enough to open and crack open them legs, so sometimes it has to count. But of course, their frontal lobe hasn't developed, so they can technically pass off some of this past behavior as, well, it was before I met you and I was young and dumb. All right, but no, not so much. A lot of men will be absolutely mortified to hear some of the things that people have done in their past. All right, and most men haven't done any of these things, but a lot of guys are out here. Women should be loyal. If women wanted men support, they could be loyal. We're gonna give you. I wish I would have brought my book up here. I might have to have my son go down and get the book. All right, but I have the book, Manipulated Man. I've read the book, but of course we're gonna paraphrase from it and give you some quotes. But there's classic tales of how men have been programmed simply by the media to look at women a certain way. And this isn't negatives, but we're gonna actually have to show you that it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. It is different, much different than what you guys will anticipate. Well, I want her to have sexual, not be sexually immoral. And I want her to have loyalty, and she should be loyal to her and dedicated to her man. All right. And all of these things. And what we're going to show you is you've been manipulated. Now we're going to show you this isn't to get mad. And the person that did this video, one of the videos that we're going to review, he might say this earlier. He's going to say, this isn't to get mad at women. This is to actually show and demonstrate for you how you've been led astray and how to fix it. We're going to give you solutions, how to fix it. This isn't to just shit on women, because this is more about men than it is women. And we want men to be marching in the right direction. But all of us have fallen victim to these particular things. And it's based on how society has conditioned us to look at how women are. Especially in modern day society. Yeah, for sure. All right. But anyway, there's no earlier contributors to today's show. So you know what time it is. It is Tuesday night. Gordita. Tuesday night Gordita is back in the building. And we got some Gorditas for your viewing pleasure. So let's get it started right now for your Gordita pleasures out here. We gon' jump on the screen with some wildly shaped women. Oh my goodness. Kicking it off already. Woo, wait. That's some snicker right there. Thicker than a snicker. All right, sisters. Holy, hey, wait, let's go. Where's my Gorditas? Where's my auntias? Where's my Marias? Where's my salsa bachata mommies? Hey, ooh, she jiggling, baby. She jiggling, baby. Get them feet going, boy. Them shin splits gonna be hollering. And today, let's go. We got thickums in the building. We got fupas in the building. Hey, look at them girls. Woo, wait. Shake it, baby. Shake, 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 shake it, baby. Hey. Oh, my goodness. Hey, man, if she does that long enough, she'll be skinny. Hey. Oh, Chiquita. Let's go. Hey, we got her, man. Boy, she tightly packed into that dress. Oh, that's going to be tough to put on after I get done with it. Hey, let's go. Whoa. She's swollen. Oh, my goodness. What is this?
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, the humanity. Not a hair on that body. Not a hair on that chinny chin chin. She's smooth. She got them things baby oiled up. Oh, man. Hey. Very demure, she says. Hello. Hey. Get him. Get him. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Oh, man. Yes. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the humanity.
Snoop Dogg approved. I heard Snoop Dogg be in the DMs. Yes. That's what I hear. We don't know if that's true. Dominican mommy. Spanish mamacita. Oh, my goodness. Your headlights on, baby. You left your headlights on outside. We got torta season. Hey, it was a little bit cold in here this afternoon. And nothing like a big chunky torta to warm you up. Hello. Oh my goodness, girls. Put it away. Wowzers.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Oh man, move that thing. Good Lord have mercy. Oh, Chiquita, baby. Hey, let me at her. Let me at her. Let me at her. 1 round, 2 rounds. Oh my goodness, what do these girls got going on here? Hey, it ain't done yet, but we ain't done. I guess we done. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, I didn't even end off on my girl here right there. All right, let's give her a little bit of run. Oh my goodness, that is something else. And yes, indeed, Poppy.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
All right, he gonna get some of that. Oh my goodness, some of these girls definitely, you can see they guts on the internet. Just to let you know, it is sad out there. It is Latina, baby. Latina, baby. Shout out to the jiggling babies. Go ahead, baby. They jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. All right, man. Yes, it's going to be one of those shows, The Rhythm, The Rebel. We getting through it. And shout out to the guy earlier today. He was talking about, he has girls that have money. He said, this is why I only mess with girls that have money. And there was another guy that says, I'm direct with all of my girls. All right. And I said, oh, okay. Well, let's see what it's happening tonight. Let's see what his girlfriend's going to look like tonight here later on in the show. He's not going to be obviously here tonight, but let's see what his date night's about to look like tonight. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it's going to look like right now. And he gets it for free, and they pay him. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's going to be oh, my goodness. Yes. I once had a girl that sounded like that after I was, oh, man, oh, my goodness. Actually, I once had a girl that sounded like that when I was digging her. It was a mess. I did have a girl that sounded like that. It was somewhat weird. It sounded like she was mooing or something. I was like, damn, she literally mooing out here. Right? And as I was clapping them cheeks, I was making bacon. We were making bacon the whole night, hogging, all right, and mastodoning. Ninja said he get it for free and he direct with all his chicks. Yes, he was. He was out there getting it. It was a mess. They gonna be making bacon out there. Wild boring. You know them wild boars out there. They messing with them southern wild boars. All right, what do we got here? We got some interesting videos. What is this, Straggle and Sniggle Theater? All right, we'll do it, and we'll do it live.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Let's kick off the show real quick. Straggle and Sniggle Theater. We have, what do we have here? All right, we got a young woman out here. This is for the guys out here for, you know, you're going to wonder what the women in their 20s are got to say here. We're going to look at some comments, too. Here's a sister out here. Sister. It was your day yesterday, so don't at me. This woman has this to say.
I'm not sharing my 20s with a child. I am not sharing my 20s with a baby. I refuse. Once I become a mom, I'll be a mom for the rest of my life. So why rush it? I am not sharing my 20s with a child. Akibatli, Angizi, Angfuni. I am not sharing my 20s with a child. A child will find me in my 30s. And if you say, oh no, then you'll be too old to give birth, I'll pray the prayer of Hannah and God will grant me a child. But I am not sharing these years of my life with a child. I am not willing to shift and do what and delay because of a child. So I am not sharing my 20s with a child. And these, I had baby fever the whole year. But I just had to hold it in because I am not sharing. Whether I afford it, whether I do not, I am not sharing my 20s with no baby. Angibaki.
Brother Demday is in trouble down here with this. Is this a Caribbean queen? Where's this sister from? All right, I'm not saying them day. Nah, sister, no, brother, no, them day. All right, they out here, no. But that don't mean they're not having sex because they get their cheeks clapped. All right, they just going to early terminate the pregnancy. Or they're going to have you pull out the pull-out method. I no share my body with no baby. I share no them day. All right, let's see what the women say in the comment section here. This is what you guys are up against. She from South Africa, them day? All right. Let's see what's happening here. I'm just telling you, man. According to the internet, the women of the internet, not the real world. This is the fake world here. All right. It says right here, especially if I'm not married. All right. Shout out to her. That makes sense. This says, Nim no go. Says my 20s are not for the hardships of parenthood. No, them day. It says right here, had mine at 33. I have no regrets. I'm not sure if I even want a baby. Oh, man, y'all ninjas is, oh, boy. Dear women who are childless, you are not missing out. Take your time. I had my baby at 32, second at 35. No such thing as too old. Enjoy your youth. You're still a child. Your 20s are for you. Figure you out. Make all the mistakes you want. As long as you are not harming anyone, you have time. Go for your goals, sister. Personal opinion. 20s are meant for building a strong foundation for success. 27 years old here, newly employed, doing my master's degree. Am trying to have direction. I will have my babies in my 30s. Holy moly. Had mine at 23, and you know what? I agree. Don't do it. Oh, Jesus. Hey, look. Now, this is going to be important when we talk about the manipulated man earlier, later. All right, this one says, as a mom who had a child at 21, I salute you. I've literally put things on hold since then. Can't chow. I think it says can't chow my money in peace. It's a lifetime commitment. Avoid it. In fact, don't do it, sis. Oh, Ninja, you guys are in trouble. And so what they're doing is basically they're going to enjoy their 20, they're going to enjoy their youth, and then they're going to find a beta male and
that's you.
And when they can't, it's going to be...
What happened? Where did all the men go?
It's another sad love song racking my brain. Like, they just literally can just play God. Oh, man, I'll just wait until... Fuck that. I'll just wait, have fun. All right, now after I've had all of my fun.
And that's you.
And then all of a sudden, when that's done and they can't get that, you know what's going to happen.
Is anybody else just over this hookup culture?
All right, they just pushing it back, playing God. I can have babies anytime I want. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? And then when men don't do it.
What happened? Where did all
These
the
men
go?
out here, they don't take love seriously, but you partied all in your 20s. Them they did not want no babies at 20. All right, no, no. I don't share my body with no 20s, no.
Sharing my 20s with a child. I am not sharing my 20s with a baby.
Yeah, no, I'll decide that in my 30s. And of course, all it takes is one.
And that's you.
All right, them day, some big eyes there. She got some big eyes. Big eyes mean one thing, gentlemen. Big areolas. All right, that's just what that is. Big areolas. All right, we got a Straggle and Sniggle Theater right here. We have a woman here who, she didn't even dress up for the show. She's here in a towel and just happened to have almost a titty hanging out. I mean, like, she said, I'm going to record this now. This seems about right. Let me just, yeah. All right, I'll just have kind of a partial titty hanging out. Oh, my goodness. Like, what are we doing, man? Hey, these are y'all daughters, just so y'all know. When y'all say this is someone's daughter, here they are. All right, so here we go.
So y'all don't be fucking for materials for real, for real? Like, I just thought that was something that y'all said. I didn't think that y'all really didn't do it, because I do it. Like, yeah, I want the products, so unbuckle, and yes, I'll get to work. I want the products. Yes, I want this purse. Bend me over for it. Yes, I want this. Yes, I want that. Yes, I want expensive everything. If you want some handsome Gucci for it, then that's fine. I don't give a fuck. I thought we were joking when we said we don't do that, but y'all hoes was for real. Yeah, I really. Oh well, you know. Close mouths don't get fed. So
I looked at it as I have an ATM between my legs, and I'm just using it. All I got to do is put my card in, and that's it, and put the PIN number, and boom, money just comes right out.
I got money.
Coach, man, that's tricking. All right, this tricking. Listen. Something's wrong with her whole. She been taking a lot of something to the nose, man. Hey, they out here on the worldwide Al Gore internet, and ain't no shame on their game, brothers. Ain't. She basically said, well, this is what she basically said right here.
When I start selling pussy, I don't want to hear it. When I start selling pussy, I don't want to hear nobody say shit. When you see me on the corner, bitch, mind your business.
That's what she said. She said, Fix His Minds LLC.
I got money.
She was like, I thought we were all doing that. All right, that's what she said. Ladies, these are your girls here. All right. And yeah, she said, I got a fee. All right. I don't do things for free. I got a fee. I need some Prada, some Gucci, some Fendi. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness.
oh, y'all don't be fucking for materials for real, for real.
All right. Y'all don't be Cardi B inspired. Y'all do not be fucking for materials for real, for real. All right. Y'all don't be fucking for materials for real, for real. Why does that keep popping up? The video's playing.
Like, I just thought that was something that y'all said. I didn't think that y'all really didn't do it, because I do it.
She said, I do it. All right. I thought y'all was playing. I'm really doing it.
Like, yeah, I want the products, so.
Look at that little baby face, baby fat face. I want the Prada, so yes.
Unbuckle, and yes, I'll get to work. I want the products.
Unbuckle your pants and I'll get to work. That's what she said. She said this P sleeve is monetized. Unbuckle your pants and get to work because I need some. She said I need the Pradas. Okay. And yes, tell me how old this woman is. I mean, she doesn't look older than 25. All right. That's damn for sure. I mean, she's definitely in her early 20s. She might even be 19 or 18. I mean, I'm just letting you know.
Yes, I want this purse. Bend me over for it. Yes, I want this. Yes, I want that. Yes, I want expensive everything.
I want expensive everything. I don't think she needs to clear her throat.
If you want some handsome Gucci for it, then that's fine.
All right. If you want some coochie for it, if you want to pay for some coochie, that's fine. I guess that's what she's saying right there. What is she?
I don't give a fuck. I thought we were joking when we said we don't do that, but y'all hoes was for real.
Oh, okay. Yeah. She's like, what's going on? Jesus. All right. This woman definitely has a nasal problem. She needs to clear that out right here.
Yeah, I really. know. Close mouths don't get fed.
All right, there you go, right there. And right.
It's barbecue in there.
All right, there it is right there. And of course, what are they doing in their 20s? This begs the question here. This begs the question. You're not going to share a baby in your 20s, but we're obviously going to do this. All right, this is obviously fine. All right, right here.
It's barbecue in there.
This is going to be good. Guys, good luck out here, gentlemen. It's getting kind of hectic. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. And when we get to the manipulated man conversation, you're going to see this is what the manipulation is. This is what y'all messing around with. Oh my goodness. All right. When we're talking about certain segments of the population income wise, all right, this is going to be the problem. All right. But yes, this little woman's going to figure out how to be a hustler for sure. All right, what do we got here, Strat? Speaking of, we got another situation. Boy, the tricking is out of control, man. Pimping. What happened to the pimping? All right, we got this guy out here, and he is out here talking about Quavo, the musician, the rapper from the Migos. It says one of Quavo's ops said Quavo sent his girlfriend $10,000 to fly her to Paris and pay her rent. But the girl gave the money to him instead. His name is Chris Jeremiah. And he basically said that right there. He gave him the money. His name, Boss Man D-Lo. And why does this keep saying that? All right. They're interrupting my show. All right. The video is playing. All right. And let's play the video.
Girl, I don't know if it was a coincidence, but to Skilla Baby, Boss Man D-Lo, that girl that y'all sending money to, y'all not hitting, but y'all steady sending them money, that's my girl. And y'all been paying my rent for the last few months. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Y'all have not hit. Y'all done got me some new drip. Thank you to Quavo, Sexy Red. You gotta do you messing with too. I'm not going to say no names. You feel what I'm saying? He one of your little dip-offs, one of your little yes. He's sending my girl stuff too. I hope you know that. And they not getting no cheeks. She ain't left the city yet. You feel what I'm saying? So, but you on.
Send her 10 bands.
Is this the one the Hispanic girl I seen you with that one time?
Nah, not her. It wasn't her. It wasn't
her. Okay.
See, remember, he gonna hit my girl. I don't know if it was a coincidence, but to Skilla Baby.
All right, what part of the game is this? Is this Mac Lives Matter? Is this some more Mac Lives Matter? What are we doing here? All right. You saying your girl is out there? Are you pimping?
I'm going to the streets. End of story.
Right, is this some PIMP? What's going on, man? Hey, my man, something wrong with you, sir. All right, something wrong with you. What part of the game is this? This ninja said. Oh, man, they didn't even smash. They didn't even hit. I'm going to tell you, man, bruh. They smashed the hell out of your girl. And they probably treated her donkey style. They probably hit that donkey in that rotation. He out there, and these guys, and she been at home the whole time. She didn't even leave the city. I'm here to tell you, sir, your girl got Donkey Konged. All right, your girl got Donkey Kong. And these the dudes out here that act like they got the mouthpiece. Not me. I'm out here bragging. Y'all paying my rent. First of all, I don't even know what part of the game this is anymore. You're bragging that other rappers are paying your rent and you're dressed up in clothes. Are you the biatch at this point? Are you y'all niggas is the biatches? All right. And they didn't even hit. And she only faithful to me, manipulated man. She told me they didn't even hit. Sir, they smashed.
Boss Man D-Lo, that girl that y'all sending money to, y'all not hitting, but y'all steady sending them money. That's my girl. And y'all been paying my rent for the last few months. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Y'all have not hit. Y'all done got me some new drip. Thank you to Quavo, Sexy Red. You gotta do you messing with too. I'm not going to say no names. You feel what I'm saying? He one of your little dip-offs, one of your little yes. He's sending my girl stuff too. I hope you know that. And they not getting no cheeks. She ain't left the city yet. You feel what I'm saying? So, but you on.
Send her 10 bands.
Trying.
Bruh, sorry to tell you, man. This is what kind of dirty pimp is this? Y'all got some dirty pimps is this. They smashing your girl. Now you might have thought she told you they were sending $10K to send her to Paris. All right, but that was some 10K for something else. That Donkey Kong going on right here. Man, what is wrong with these dirty pimps out here? They be out here, my girl, I got them out here, and they under mine, and I only touch her. No. All right, they're not sending her $10,000 for nothing. What is going on? You new ninjas is crazy. You new ninjas are wild. And y'all put this out on the internet. What's wrong with y'all people, man? All right, y'all new people are wild. You got this woman. You had the whole mush mouth, Strag, light-skinned Strag, Puerto Rican. And this ninja, all right, my girl out here, she loyal to me, but y'all sending her money and it's paying my rent. I'm really one. I'm up on the game. All right, yo, man, Straggle Sniggle Theater. Apparently, allegedly, a wife tracks her husband with his iPad at his mistress' house. All right, so let's see what we going on here. Here we go.
I tracked my husband's iPad, and I think I found the girl that he's been messing with. It's like pointing to her house. Is your name Sylvia?
I'm sorry?
Are you Sylvia?
Yes.
Do you know Derek?
Yes. Derek, yes.
Yeah, Derek Johns.
Yes. That's why you're asking?
Because that's my husband, and I tracked his iPad here.
Excuse me, did you say husband?
Husband.
Your husband for how long?
7 years.
Oh, wow.
So you are Sylvia?
Well, you're yelling. Please calm down. I am Sylvia, and that is the father of my 2 children.
2 children?
For the past 4 years.
We have 3 kids.
Okay.
How old are these children?
1 and 2.
Wow. So where is Derek now? Because he told me that he had a work convention this week. And so like I said, I tracked his iPad here. He's been telling me that, he's working late and things like that, but I just knew something was going on. So I pulled up here and here you are. So
I understand that, Derek. You can give him a call. He is here. We can.
He's here?
Yes.
Where's he at?
You're yelling.
Is he in your house?
You're yelling.
Is he in your house right now? I'm getting out.
Oh, Derek. All right. Derek is Derek has got something going on, and he sound like some Latinas, so be careful, Derek.
Now I got to cut you.
Derek sound like a black guy, and that's a Latina out there. She will cut.
I got to cut you.
Hey man, you can bring these women together. Look, if you got the mouthpiece, you can smooth this out, sir. All right, if you really got the mouthpiece, you can smooth this out and bring these 2 women together and say, listen, both of y'all can be my number one. We already got families. What's done is done. I can't help it. You love me, right? You love me, right? Okay, good. All right. You too, huh? You love me, right, too? No. Don't just, that's what I thought. All right, look, ladies, you can both have me. Y'all both want me, right? Well, y'all don't have to answer that. Listen, we got 2 wonderful kids. I got the mouthpiece. I got the money. I got the time. You stay over there, and we can smooth this shit out. Now kiss. You kiss each other. Yeah. And you give me a kiss. That's how y'all would do it. That's how I would do it. That's the only play you got, sir. All right. That's the only play you got. Otherwise, Ninja, them Latinas about to get your ass.
I got to cut you.
All right. So that's the only way. All right. Who want to go shopping? Bitches, y'all want to go shop? You want to go shop? Here. You go to Ross. You go to Marshall's. Here. $200 for each. Take off. Skedaddle. All right. I'll take care of the kids. Or else he going to be dead. All right. They going to find Derek cut up and chopped up into pieces. All right. That's what he going to do. So he better figure it out. All right. Anyway, that would be my only move. That's the only move you have, mate, sir. It's checkmate. That's the only move you have left. That's Straggle and Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle, send them off to the Burlington Coat Factory. All right, the Burlington Coat Factory. I would give them $200 to say, all right, shop till you drop. All right, there you go right there. Shop till you drop. Let it all hang out, baby, on me. $200. It is what it is. I'll give it to you, baby. I'll make you happy. All right, anyway, let me see if there's any other contributions to today's show. Oh, y'all trying to push the price up. Hey, baby, we got kids to take care of. I take care of these kids, don't I? I take care of these kids, don't I? Yes, I do take care of these kids. All right, yo, shout out to our brother here. Nobody. Nobody wants to super chat. I guess it's frozen. All right, I will go shop till you drop when this is right here at some particular point. Don't worry about it, ladies. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of what's mine. I'll take care of what's mine. All right, we got Kaylin, the only one, crickets. All right, Kaylin says, a man wouldn't be mortified by a woman's sexual history as long as it's with him only. Men get mortified by a woman's sexual history with another man and other men because she's likely to compare him to others. Therefore, it impacts the relationship. Wives could do the nastiest things with their husbands if they wanted to. They just don't desire their husband like that. Well, that's the truth there. But it does seem a little insecure to worry about what if other men have done to your woman because, well, your woman has done it with other men and other men better than you. Now, that does hurt young men here. That does hurt a man's spirit when he finds out, like, I once had this story. Or this young woman that told me one time. And this woman was another, innocent looking girl, but she was a freak in the sheets. So when she's a freak in the sheets, you already know she's experienced. This doesn't happen by accident. She was in her early 20s and she was telling me one time, I don't know why women tell you this, but sometimes you got to just let them talk. I'm a guy that says, all right, let them talk. This woman said, oh, I once had a guy that was hung like a horse. All right. And I was like, this is going to hurt. And she said he was literally like this. And she grabbed her arm from right here to elbow. She said he was like this. Right here. Now, I'm going to tell you, my third leg is phenomenal.
Your third leg was just phenomenal.
But it wasn't like this. All right. And she said he was like this. This is what she did. She grabbed her arm like this. And I was like, oh, no. And she said, and it wasn't that big of a deal, right? She was like, it wasn't like, she basically said it wasn't a good time. Now, she might have been saying that for my ego. And I said, oh, okay. She was like, it wasn't that big of a deal. And I was like, oh, all right. And then she said, but you're just right. I was like, oh, okay. She was like, but with you, it's just a perfect fit. She's like, with you, that's all you need. You don't need much more than that. I was like, oh, okay. All right. Well,
your third leg was just phenomenal.
Am I supposed to feel good about this or what? I was like, is this a good pep talk? She's like, with you, I like you. I like you have the perfect size. It fits just perfectly. Man, I was like, and she was like, what's wrong? I was like, I don't know, man. Are you sure? I was like, are you sure? Are you sure this is enough for you right here?
Your third leg was just phenomenal.
Yeah, man. I was like, good Lord, have mercy. Is this a compliment at all? I don't realize what's going on. You just took a ninja like this. All right. And now you're like, I'm the perfect fit. I don't hurt you at all. There's no oochie ouchie. All right. Oh, Lord. Man, it's a cold game out here, man. It's cold, all right? Man, I tell you, man.
It's an evil world we live in.
I was like, I probably was giving her the ooh, I was like, I thought I was doing something. She was just like, yeah, not really. All right, anyway. I wanted to hurt you. I thought I was hurting you. All right, anyway. Somebody said, this is why women not talking is better, for real, man. But would you want to know, ask yourself, would you want to know this? Or is this something that you want her to keep a secret? Oh, my goodness gracious. I thought you were feeling everything that I was doing. Apparently not. You were saying it's in your belly button. I'm not in your belly button. All right, anyway. That shit was crazy, man. Yo, anyway, we've all been there. Some of y'all got millimeter Peters and shit. Inchworm ass ninjas. All right, I was like, I'm going to show her what the perfect fit is. All right, anyway. It's an evil world out here, gentlemen. It is bad out here. Shout out to the ladies. I appreciate the ladies for being honest. Y'all want her to keep it to herself? All right, y'all don't want to hear the info. All right, we got our brother here. It's Jesse said, Coach, I have a mother, but we're not close. She somehow and however feels entitled to my money despite not having been active in my childhood. Any advice on how to handle her? You might have to have a hard sit down and talk, a heart-to-heart. You might have to have a heart-to-heart with her and tell her, I'm cutting you off. All right, do you live near her at all? Does she live in another state? You might have to block her. I would have to block her. I don't know what she did, but yeah, man, she's using you. She's manipulating you. She's son-husbanding you, son. But you might need to get an intermediary involved if you're not confrontational, if you're a non-confrontational person, like a person that you guys value, maybe a church reverend or a psychologist or somebody that knows and understands. Get somebody that won't make you simp. But you have to give your mother a heart-to-heart and cut that bitch off. Let her freeze. Right? If that doesn't work, block her. All right? You don't owe her anything. In fact, listen to me, young man. You owe your family nothing out here. And always remember that. You owe them nothing. Now, if you are generous and gracious and you want to give out of the kindness of your heart or you have some loyalty or whatever, then go for it. All right, but for the rest of it, you guys owe her nothing. You owe your parents nothing. They owed you. They were the ones that fornicated and brought you into the world. All right, so you owe them nothing. You owe your offspring in your future and maybe the young people in your family. You owe them more than you owe your parents. Now, you can give them a gift of being present and generous and taking care of them in their old age. That would be a gift. But you don't owe her anything, especially if she hadn't been active in your life. And she's coming back and saying, would you make your mother out here, put her out in the street? Yes, I will. All right, don't trip. I will make your ass freeze out here. Right, anyway. Yeah, no contact or find somebody to be the intermediary out there. Intermediary. All right, shout out to our brother, the Alchemist 2 says, Coach, you took that Mitch's wrench earlier, laughing my ass off. That's what he get for disrespecting the coach. Also, I'll simp for Maya and Avril Lavigne. All right, shout out to our Avril Lavigne simp in the building. Yeah, I had to take his damn wrench. I was like, bruh. I was like, I see I gave you a wrench. You're good. But don't be coming in here hijacking and disrespecting my stream. That's terrible, man. That's actually terrible. All right, I don't go to your job and kick the french fries out of your hand. All right, I don't go to your mama's job and kick the dicks out of her mouth. Like, chill. This is my show.
It's barbecue in there.
This is my show. Niggas coming over here talking about other content creators, man. Hey, when I'm doing my show, fuck other content creators. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they got 1 million subs or 2 subs. All right? Them ninjas I don't care about none of them ninjas while I'm doing my show. All right, anyway. I was like, give me that wrench back. Ninja, no, you gone. Shout out to our brother Everett Walker says, Coach, the FBI couldn't torture that story out of me, but you told us, and that's why I rock with you heavy. Free agent lifestyle for life. Hashtag just right. Just right. All right, don't worry about it. I put it on her that night. All right, I was like, oh, really? All right, I'm going to put it on you. All right, anyway. All right, that woman was a woman that I thought was an innocent girl. All right. That woman was a girl I thought was innocent, but the more I was with her, I realized she was a skeezer. Now, here's the thing. When I say a skeezer, it doesn't mean, because we all be out here having sex. We can't be so what? We can't so be like, oh, we're supposed to be slut makers, but we can't have sluts out here, right? So if you're out here active and you're out here building up your rotation and you're running through girls, well, you got to expect that girls are out here. They having fun too. They're having fun too. But yeah, I realized, man, she told me some stuff that I was like, whoa. I got some stories, man. Oh man. She was like a private school girl. She ended up saying, man, I swear, hey man, dads, I got something for y'all later on, man. She was talking about when she was young. And she was at high school. She used to let like dudes that worked worked around the house, like handyman or like the landscapers. She used to let the landscapers smash, and they were adults, and she was like 16 or 17. Like I was sitting there like, man, why do women tell me shit all the time? Why do women tell me, bruh? Like I have something's wrong with me. I don't know what it is, but women like to tell me shit. Like, I don't know what. Women like to tell me shit. Like, I've been all my life, when I worked in college sports, one of the things at the time, I was known as a recruiter, right? So that's how I made my impact in college sports. I wasn't that big of a coach, right? Like I was decent X and O's and decent with defense. I kind of used gimmicks. Like, I didn't use gimmicks, but I didn't recreate the wheel. I basically was like, I like that play. I like that system. Like, I didn't really recreate anything. I wasn't a strategist like, oh, I'm going to do this and that. I would just say, I want this system. I'm going to implement it, learn it, implement it, take that system, learn it. But I was a recruiter. So my impact was always trying to get kids to come to my school. All right. And that's how I got a name. I got a name recruiting. So being that I was a recruiter, I often have to talk to women all the time. And these sometimes, it was almost most of the time, high school girls and girls that were in college, junior college, community college. So that was like my thing. And I build rapport very easily with this age, simply because I was younger at the time. I was like 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Even in my early 30s, I would build rapport with these young women. Now, when I'm on the phone as a recruiter, I'm calling these high school girls. Oh, yeah, my college. But most of the time, you having a casual conversation. You're trying to build a relationship. And I don't know what it is all my life. These women will walk into my office and they would tell me our most outlandish shit. And I used to go to my boss and I would be like, why are they telling me this shit? Are they trying to trigger me? Right? Are they trying to trigger me? All right. Are they trying to trigger me? What are they? Because they would come in here and I was like one of them. They really didn't care. They didn't distinguish that I was some guy. They would just come in there and they would just talk and tell me things about their period, tell me things about the sex they were having. A lot of these women were lesbian, lily lickers and all of this stuff. They would just talk and talk and talk. And I would just be sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? Now, I never showed it. I always would just be chilling. I would always be chilling, just listening to them tell me stuff. This is one of the reasons why I'm not shocked at what women say and what they've done. All right, because I've heard it. Yeah, they're comfortable around me. So I travel with them. We were on the plane. We would go to games, hotels, meals. I was oftentimes the only male on the staff. And all the other coaches were female. All the other players were female. I was the only male. And so they would just say things around me like I was a fly on the wall. We'd be on the bus and they'd just be talking around me, talking about all the dudes that they doing this with and finessing and who they in love with. And so it is like women have always been comfortable around me because, number one, I'm not judgmental. I'm not somebody to be like, you evil, dirty. And that was my MO because I built rapport with the relationship with the students and the kids. So I was always easy to talk to. Once I started becoming like head coach, then women were more intimidated to talk to me because I had a higher prestigious title. With that being said, in the dating world and all this stuff, women would tell me everything. And I'm like, these girls. With that being said, gentlemen, let me just tell you something. You can never judge a book by its cover. Never judge a book by its cover. All right. It is phenomenal the amount of stuff that these women are able to do and accomplish all before the age of 25. Before they hit 25, guys, it to me, and I just started to say, it's too late. It's too late, gentlemen. They've done it all. They've done all their dirt way before 25. It's been done between 16 and 22, 16 and 23. That's where they all done their craziest, wildest shit. Right? 16 to 23. It's too late after that. All right. They all been. And so if you're concerned about this, they've done some of the wildest, craziest shit. Some shit that would be considered criminal crimes but no, they never reported it as a crime because it was something that they did willingly. Like with the landscaper or the gardener or this and that. And they was just wanting to get a fix and let them come in, smash, nut it. And then she wanted it. That's what she did. But 16, I'm here to tell you, because most of the women that I worked with were between the ages of, I would say even, I had some elementary, middle school teams that I coached as well. So this was 10, 11, 12, all the way up to 23, 24. By 24, it's way too late, bro. They done did some shit that, right here. They did all of their stuff. So with that being said, this is why I look at it and be like, nah, by the time a woman's old, she done been done, ran through, had fun, all of that stuff. Anybody want to deny this? This is the stuff they were like, but I was young then. Like, it's a whole separate life to them. But I've heard it all, seen it all. There ain't nothing really that at this point when it comes to them. This is why then you get manipulated by them. And then they be like, well, I'm innocent. I didn't do anything like that. I'm not like those other girls. And then they finesse the hell out of you. Big time. Yo, yo, yo. Shout out to our brother, Deshaun. Rose is in the building. Detroit. Shout out to you. He's says, you love me, right? Don't answer that. He says, hilarious. He says, you mouthpiece ninjas, there's your game from the great CGA. But hit the button. Hit the like button, you Mitches. Show support for the coach and keep coach from the Popeyes drive-through yob. Yes, indeed, or else I'm going to have to go work an extra shift tonight. All right, y'all getting that free game. I gave y'all game right there. You love me, right? You love me. You love me. I don't hear any women disagreeing with me. None. Right? It's tough out here. Somebody says, what are they doing at 11 and 12? Well, I said I coached them at 11 and 12. I didn't say they was doing something. All right, but trust me, they jump from, well, I always tell you, 8 to 12 is when you have your last chance as a man, as a father, as whatever. When you guys like, fathers are important. 8 to 12. I want you to listen to me. If you're a father, if you try to get your daughter on your program after the age of 12 or you weren't in her life and you come in at the age of 13, 14, and 15, ninja, it's too late. You better hold your horses. Now, there are some women out here that are homebodies and they just sit home depressed in a unicorn onesie and they ain't doing something. But a lot of young women are, I'm sorry to say, they're watching pornography on their phone and they're quite addicted to it. So just because they ain't outside don't mean that they ain't on TikTok and watching pornography at the young age of 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. But you got to get them between 8 and 12. And the best thing to do, my advice as a person that has been in athletics on the woman's side, is you got to keep them busy. You got to keep them busy. If you don't keep them busy, there's no chance. All right. They're going to find dumb shit to do. Meaning that after school, you need to have them busy on a program. Like, I don't care if they hate it. I hate doing this. I don't give a shit. All right. It is what it is. I got to get you through these dark years. Yep. I got to get you these dark years. You got to keep them busy. The minute they have idle time, the devil will take hold of them. The devil's going to find them in the form of a man, addictions, drugs, all right, consuming content. That's when they'll get lazy. Yeah, the reading of erotic books. Yep. So women don't watch the porn that we watch. They watch it more if it's like erotic. All right, but man, it's something else, man. It's something else. And I'm telling you this not as just my dating stuff and dating advice. I've worked with women for 2 decades in this age. You got to keep them busy. 8 to 12, keep them busy. Let them understand that pattern. Then when they get to 13, they're going to start to rebel, and they're going to start to reach out and try to find themselves and their identity. You never know where to go. It could be drugs. It could be a skateboard kid. It could be anything. You don't know where they're going to go, because that's when they start getting to middle school and to high school. All right, they may be boy crazy. They may be a bookworm. They may be a lily lint licker. All right, they may be bisexual, but it certainly comes into play around those years. Right, and this is just me talking as people that has worked with many of these girls. Most of them turn out okay. I mean, these girls don't end up being like crazy whores, but there are some. Right, it is a fluctuation, and those are the dangerous years. And when you send them off to college, good luck, gentlemen. I'm here to tell you, I done seen many a parents for 15 straight years drop their kids off at college. Now, when you left, lots of them got busy. I mean, they got busy. These are grown-ass women. This is why when people say they kids, I'm like, nah, bro, these are grown. They doing grown woman shit. Or they doing what kids normally do, adolescents and teenagers. They doing grown. When you drop your kid off to college, they are not twiddling their thumb and studying for classes. They got plenty of time. They only taking a couple of 12 hours of classes, 12 hours during is that the week? 12 hours of classes during the week. How many hours is available in a week? 84, and then just do the math. Right? And if they're an athlete, they're an athlete. If they're an athlete, good luck. Because football players had the first pickings, and football probably at school a month and a half before all the other students arrive. Then the football players on campus, guess who else were arriving? Here come the volleyball women, the girls volleyball team coming on campus, and then the cross country team. So really the campus is only athletes for maybe about 3 or 4 weeks. All right, because summer school ends, football players start practicing. Here come the women's volleyball team. Here comes the cross-country team. Here comes the first dibs. And then now on the first day of school or the first weekend before school start, here come all the other athletes. Here come women's basketball, men's basketball. All right, football players done already got dibs. All right, they done already dibbed and dabbled and all before school started a month before. So they didn't already got it. Then here come women's basketball and the softball team a week before school start. And then it's all the freshmen and sophomores. It's like combustible. You putting a powder keg together. 18-year-old men and women in their physical prime. It ain't nothing going on, but it's about to get busy. Then here come the regular girls. A day before school start, the parents drop them off. These are the nobodies, the average Joes on campus. And here come the frat boys. And here come the regular boys, the freshmen and the sophomore wide open. Then they late to the party. Right? Late to the party. You about 3 weeks late to the party. Ninja, they didn't already got it going on in the dorm. Y'all late to the party. And if you a goofy, a lame, a geek, a tubby, a Teletubby, you super duper late. You getting leftovers that have been lily lint licked and chatted out and Tyroned out. Yep, first week in the bushes, the party, the ragers, it already happened before you even touched down on campus. And here you come. You ain't even on the intramural team. Talking about all the hoes you about to get. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yo. And if you ain't on the frat, if you ain't in the athletes, you getting leftovers by that particular point, bro. All right, anyway. And that's the men and the women. It's a mess. It's a mess. Trust me, I done seen it many a years. And I'm like, boy, oh boy, oh boy. And don't because you know what the football players do. This is what the football team does. And the coaches need to go to hell for this. This is what the coaches do. The coaches put the football players up to help all the freshmen and the sophomores move into the dorms. Now, these football coaches ain't shit for that. So what they do is they get them out there after practice. These dudes coming in with their shirt off, fully grown ass men, the juniors and the seniors and the freshmen and the sophomores. And then they down there. All right, here's members of the football team. They gonna help move your kids' furniture upstairs in the dorm. Ninjas walk in this. The starving ninjas. Oh, my bad. Wrong one.
Yeah, that's brother starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
It is them ninjas is picking them. Picking your daughter off. This big ass nigga come and pick up your daughter's box and move it up to the dorm. Oh, no. And your daughter fresh out of high school. She can't wait. Peace leave just can't wait. She looking for ninjas. And here come the DBs and the running backs and the diva wide receivers and the big offensive linemen and the linebackers. Here they come. All right, I'll help you upstairs. And this is the first time she's seen a young man with muscles and shit. With abs. Not these little puppies that from high school. Right? And here these niggas about to help them upstairs. And they know where your daughter's room is. And they taking notes. All right, there's a little mulatto up there. There's a little black darkly drop up there. There's a ling over there. They taking notes. They like, all right, that room, that room, that room. They calling dibs. This mine. This mine right here. Don't touch. Yo. Them coaches ain't shit. And then you drop off, you crying. You're all grown now. You kiss your daughter. Go to school, young lady, and become a doctor. Become elite. And you go home soon as you get in the car. Ooh-wee. Man, you ain't even halfway down the highway. You crying. She grown up now. She a woman now. All right. She's still kind of a child, but the coaches said they'll take care of her. The coach is calling dibs. The coach is calling dibs. The coach is looking like, how you doing, young lady? If you ever need anything, you can come to my office. Look for Coach Johnson. Coach Johnson, you can come to our office down at the football field. Matter of fact, we need a team manager. You know how to keep stats? You know how to make water? We need a team manager. You'll do. All right, coach is calling shots. All right, yo, my goodness. I miss them days. I miss them days. You want to be a manager? I got a managing job for you. Just come to my office, Coach Johnson's office. Look for Johnson's office. All right, there you go right there. And you'll be spending quite a lot of time. We'll give you your work study hours. You can spend your time in my office right over here. This going to be your desk. This your desk right here. You're going to sit here, come in here every day. Soon as she come in, every day you come in, you be like, I smell pussy. Coach Johnson. Oh, the professors too. The professors too. The professor walk in. Hey, look, the show going south. It don't matter. The professors too. Professor come in with his motherfucking sport coat. He come in like this here. All right, class. I need a teacher's assistant. All right, you. All right, you going to be my teacher's assistant right here. Go ahead and sit right down here. You can do extra office hours too. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll take you. The Pythagorean theorem. All right, here's what we're going to do. X, Y equals Z. You, ma'am, right there with the cleavage out. You nung piece of calico. Yes, you can come up and help me. Come on here. Come on, help me zip this pants right here. All right. Professor Clapcheek. The professor's getting at your daughters. He just licking his lips like, damn. And here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. Yep, it's summertime. She got her feet out. She coming in her booty shorts. They're just like, oh, Lord have mercy. All right. Professor Johnson here. I'm an intelligent man. Yes. Oh, shit. It's an evil world, man. Hey, and if you think this ain't going on, brothers.
It's an evil world we live in.
And your daughter gonna be like, he's so intelligent. He's so young and handsome to be a professor. Oh, thank you, darling. Right here. Can you put this in the grade book? Can you put this in the grade book right here? I'll give you some work study hours. All right, let me stop here. This is all because y'all ninjas ain't donating. All right, I'm gonna pull the stream at the end of it. All right, what are we doing here? Shout out to E-Love says women are comfortable around you. They will tell on themselves. This is a fact. And as a man, a father, a coach, a former coach, a man that wants to tell these men, when women start talking, just listen. Just listen. When they start talking, don't judge, don't crash out, don't snap. Just go ahead and take what they giving you, bruh. All right, King Bola says, I would ask Sierra. Okay, right there. I got him right there. All right, when they start talking, just listen. You're going to be flabbergasted. The worst thing you can do as a parent or a coach or a teacher or anybody, a boyfriend or whatever, the worst thing you can do is when they start talking, you shut them down. Do not shut them down, because if you shut them down, they never going to tell. They're going to stop telling you, so they feel comfortable. They trust you, right? They trust you with their body and their secrets, so they're willing to talk to you. They could just tell their girlfriend this. Their girlfriend knows this. Yeah, eat them punches. Just take it. And then when you hitting it, you could just sit there and be like, oh, no. It's happening again. All right, wow, I can't believe it. And she's like, at this one time, I had an orgy at a party. They ran a train on me. I didn't want it, but it started to feel good, and they pissed down my throat. Like, you could be like, you just gonna be like, oh, wow. I've done that before. I've done that before. Yeah, that's common. A lot of girls get that done to them. Yeah, just like that happens to an awful lot of girls. I'm pretty sure you know plenty of girls that happen to. I wonder how did you survive that? And yeah. All right. Anyway, shout out to Brayon says, Coach, I just want to say you are right once again. I've been a part-time Uber driver, and I have amazing listening skills. And the things women have openly admitted to me are beyond wild and evil. These women are sexual demons, broke, and all these women have rotations of men. All. I'm here to tell you, it's bad. Now, by the time, because look, there's some guys out here, and you're 30 plus years old, and your wife or your girlfriend, you're like, my girlfriend ain't like that. I met her when she was 27. It's been completely fine. We've been together for 5 or 6 years, and she ain't like none of these things you talk about, CGA. And I'm like, you met her when she was 27? Then she didn't got it all out of her system.
Trying.
It's out of her system now. Now she might return back to it when she's 45. She'll go back out to that life after she divorces you. She'll go back out to that life on girls' trips. She'll go back to it. It's in her system. But, bro, you already missed it. Like, she already got it out of her system. Dude, she literally had from 15 to 27. She had 12 years. In one of them 12 years, she went buck wild. Maybe 2 or 3 of them 12 years, she went buck. She went buck wild. So, believe me, she did it. She might not be doing it now because she got it out of her system. All right? It's just, not me, Coach. All right, you just be dealing with skeezers. It just don't have, trust me, she got it out of her system. Man, get a red pill job. Get a job where you can let women talk to you, and you will learn everything you need to know. Much of what I tell you is what I've learned from women, not in dating or relationships. All right, and that is a plus. Most of the men, it is what it is. Hey, Crime and Law CGA, let's do it out here. Let's get Crime and Law CGA up. We only got a couple stories here. 2 hours on the menu. Cop pulls over a driver, and the driver is the daughter's boyfriend. All right, so let's take a look at this. This is an interesting segment. Let's see what's going on here.
This is what can happen when an overprotective dad is a police officer. In this disturbing dashcam video, the cop pulls a car over. Inside the vehicle are his daughter and her boyfriend.
You're going to jail.
For no good reason, he detains the boyfriend.
Have a seat in my car.
Oh, no.
Then he puts his own daughter in the back of his cruiser.
Let me out of the car. It was wrong in every respect.
18-year-old Caitlin Kovacs.
Uh-oh, what I tell you? Look at this. Not my girl. All right, I met my girl when she was 20, coach, so I would have seen it by now. She already got it out of her system in high school. And look at this right here.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth.
Not Caitlin and Pookie. And he don't even look like a Pookie. He looks like an honest young scholar. And look at that neck. I would get that neck. All right, boy, I would get that neck. All right, but look. Dad is pissed. Daddy cop is pissed. My dad's a cop. Ninja, do not date a white woman whose dad is a cop. And she a whole muskrat. And he loving it too.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth.
I mean, that's a certified muskrat. All right. Shout out to the muskrats. Muskrats don't mean you're ugly, by the way. It just means you're plain. Stock factory issue. All right. And this ninja is happy as hell. All right. This ninja like,
Where the white women at?
oh my goodness. And he hitting that bottom. All right. They trying to at least hit that bottom. And wait. And Pops is pissed. All right. And look at all that forehead. Look at all that forehead. We love women with big foreheads. I'm going to tell you, bro. And she cheesing too. This ninja, yo. All right. All right. And Pops is pissed. Look at him. He is irate. Ninja like Yosemite Sam out here.
Happen when an overprotective dad is a police officer. In this disturbing dashcam video, the cop pulls a car over. Inside the vehicle are his daughter and her boyfriend.
You're going to jail.
For no good reason, he detains the boyfriend.
This is...
Have a seat in my car.
Damn, wait, have a seat in my car? Don't you have to detain me? Handcuffs or nothing? He said, you get out, you going to jail.
Then he puts his own daughter in the back of his cruiser.
Let me out of the car. It was wrong in every respect.
That's cold.
18-year-old Caitlin Kovacs started dating Makai Coleman in high school. But Caitlin's dad, patrolman John Kovac of the Lorain, Ohio Police Department, disapproved of the relationship, calling the boyfriend, quote, not a good person.
Oh, okay. We don't know what he did here.
But no one expected this.
You're going to jail. Get out. Have a seat in my car. We'll make it up as we go.
Damn. Oh, no. This nigga said, we'll make it up as we go. Ooh, wait. This ninja is pissed.
Where the white women at?
Now, this is cold-blooded, man. He said, we'll make it up as we go. And don't give me a reason ninja, to snap your neck. Wowzers. All right. Boy, I would expect this somewhere in Mississippi. All right. Where are they at? Ohio? All right. Of course, Ohio. Let's play the video.
Yep. He pulled over the young man and ordered him into the police cruiser.
Cold-blooded.
Only then did he realize his daughter was in the backseat of the boyfriend's car.
Hold up. Caitlin. Wait a minute. His daughter's in the backseat of the car? So he must not have been driving. He definitely was possibly stalking the daughter, which I'm telling you parents do, especially these white bread parents. They definitely stalk their daughter on apps like Life 360 and iPhone and shit like that. Why is Caitlin in the backseat with her panties down? All right, she in the backseat getting that whole... Getting that work in broad daylight. What did I tell you, gentlemen, about kids that come from two-parent households? They need a time and a place. All right, and so they got to go to Lover's Lane. And there they are. I've been telling you this, Lover's Lane. So she in the backseat. She didn't want her dad to know. I told you not to be with that nigger. That nigger boy, he don't come from good stock. All right, she in the backseat, cheeks clapping. All right, yo. Woo.
I didn't even see you. Get out of the car.
Oh.
Get in my car.
All right, so this is what it sounds like is he was pulling the kid over, didn't realize he was there. He was gonna jam him up without her being there. So he was definitely stalking him.
The cop tells the boyfriend he can go.
Goodbye.
Yeah, he was ready to rough him up with the daughter to not knowing, but he did find out she was in the back seat.
Goodbye.
And puts his daughter in the back seat instead.
Oh.
Caitlin! Oh, the humanity.
Caitlin. Damn, Caitlin. Dad, this is a bad look right here, Pops. Hey, man. Yo, hey, man, this is what I'm telling you, dealing with teenage girls is definitely a skill. I mean, this ain't going to help, Pops. This is not going to help. This is going to hurt your case. She going to run to this black man's arms. You just pushed them together further. You just cemented that this woman is going to be dedicated to this brother and not to Pops. She going to run to his arms. Caitlin.
Knock it off.
The cop claims
knock it off. All right, knock it off.
Concerned that his daughter was suicidal because she once said, if I can't be with him, I don't want to be here anymore.
There you go. And guys, Dad, this is your fault.
Oh, the humanity.
This is the dad. The dad pushed them into the arms right there. So he wanted her to break up. Probably was pushing dirt on his name. Fathers, pay attention. If your daughter has a boyfriend like this and you disapprove of it, there's not much you can do. She's got to learn. She's a maturing, budding young woman. And this is the part of life. Part of life. So now all of a sudden, now you don't want her to be with him because he doesn't fit what you think is what you like. Guess what? Guess what? It doesn't matter. Now you're trying to tell her to not be with him, and there it is right there. All right? If I can't be with him, I don't want to be here no more. This is a typical white girl move, a white child. Definitely a white girl move. All right, so she's like, nope, I'm going to be with him forever. Romeo and Juliet. If you understand the tragic comedy of Romeo and Juliet, this is what we have here. And now, since you said that they're no good together, she's going to prove that they are. Done. You might as well get used to this ninja being the dinner, at least for a little while.
She said she was going to kill herself.
Caitlin, you did. All right, so go ahead and eat them words. You said that.
Patrolman Kovac, a 26-year veteran of the force, was fired after supervisors determined he violated police department standards of conduct.
Absolutely.
I spoke to Inside
Terrible.
Edition security consultant Steve Cardian, a former police academy instructor. Steve, your reaction to the police officer in this video?
Clearly, he let the emotional parent take over the police officer's job. He lost control.
The police union is appealing the firing.
All right, man almighty. That was rough. Pay attention. Pay attention, guys. There's not much you could do. Your daughter falls in love with a boy. You better hope that some lessons kick in. Right here. All right. 26 years and you about to lose your job over a young nigger. All right. Yeah, man. Not a good look, sir. Crime and Law CGA here. We got, let's see here. What is this? Crime and Law CGA, we have this woman out here. We talked about her earlier. I guess some people have screenshotted some messages on her videos. These might be people from, several people have made videos, so it wasn't just my group, but maybe these are people from my group, and they've gone to this video. This is the woman here that says she married a rich guy, and now in a year later, she ended up with a situation where the guy has touched her kids, allegedly, and they're asking questions and comments. Some people have screenshotted some of the questions. It says, wait a minute. How is him graping you 4 times not enough of a sign that he was a predator? I must have missed that because I was dealing with somebody trying to announce something in my chat, so I must have missed that. It says, if my man did that to me, I'd assume he would be capable of hurting our kids too. I definitely missed that part of the comment section or whatever her part of her video. We also have this one. These are women. These are women. That was a woman. First one. This is a woman. I'm honestly so curious if he showed signs and how did he act when he heard about USA toward kids. I'm telling you, no punctuation or anything. Did he verbally say he would delete those type of people or would he defend them? I don't know what video this is on. Like, did you ever think that he would do this? Any signs before? I just want to know to help other women out too. All right. Sorry for the punctuation and the spelling here. We actually have this one here. Looks like a man. So nobody sees anything off about this story. Nobody sees anything off about this story. Yeah, the story didn't match at all. The story was a little bit off. And then how could a man that raped you 4 times be your Prince Charming? It says, I think she suspected the abuse. Firstly, a mother's intuition. Secondly, his violation of her. And she kept her kids in the presence of a predator. She should have left after the first rape. Yeah, I must have missed that part. I was dealing with something in my chat room. And then let's see how many other people here. Okay. We got I'm thinking this is a woman. We got alleged person. They have now got his government name. So I'm going to take his government name off. And it says black male, 5'9", 203 pounds, age 50 years old. Okay. And it says right here, it says born on 10/9/1974. He's ex-military, currently works at a cyber intelligence analyst, and he hasn't been arrested yet. But they do have a protective order against him. He also was arrested on November 2023 for DV, wishing her and her little one safety, healing, and justice. So as we suspected, there's no arrest on these charges. They have a protective order, which there is a very low bar to get a protective order. So there needs to be claim of abuse, but there's no arrest in this case. All right, according to this person, we don't know. According to this person. So if that's the case, and she's on YouTube, Al Gore's internet, talking about he did all of these things, but he hasn't been arrested for it. All right, that's curious. Darlene, wow. And she was with him during the arrest too. So that arrest was way before this. She didn't post from October 2023 till January 2024. Wonder if she was the victim of that arrest too. Somebody says it literally says arrested. Arrested in November. Sorry, let me see here. He was arrested November 2023. I don't know if you know, that's a year ago. Now, she posted videos, not of this incident, between that and this recent video. That had nothing to do with this case. She didn't mention it. She didn't mention that. She's mentioning it now in November 2024. But she posted January 2024 and didn't mention any domestic violence or any child abuse. All right, so he was arrested November 2023 for DV, not for sexual assault on a child. Okay, so that's completely different. Those are two different charges. But she was with him for this DV incident. But domestic violation could fall under that. I have no idea. I don't have any of the records. And that was the last one. Okay, so she was with him during that arrest. She didn't post from October 2023 till January 2024. Then she waited 7 more months or so. She posted again, and then she just recently posted again. All right. Yeah. All right, man. That's crazy, huh? All right, it's the evil world we live in. Then the main event, we have then the manipulated man. Let's get to it so we don't get too far behind. We have this one right here. It's the evil world we live in. Let's talk about this video out here. This is another father learning the hard way. This is from a TV show with Billy Bob Thornton called Landman. And this is him learning about his teenage daughter's activities. Okay.
Are you talking about my ass?
No, I'm talking about... All right, hold on for a second. Let me see here. See what's going on here. Is that the beginning of the clip? Okay, all right. So you must be at a high school football game.
Are you talking about my ass?
No, I'm talking about that guy grabbing my daughter's ass in front of the whole world.
Oh, my.
Oh, the humanity.
Yeah. Now, this is just a TV show, gentlemen. But as I've been telling you, you do not want to know.
It's an evil world we live in.
You do not want to know, gentlemen. Your fathers, these are somebody's daughters out here. You don't want to know the smut activity your teenage or your early emerging adult daughter, your 21-year-old daughter. You don't want to know out here. Yes, your girl, bruh. Yes, your girl. And, of course, this guy's a high school Chad, and she says, just like the previous girl, the dad said, she said she's going to hurt herself. And then she said, no, I didn't. Well, this girl said the same thing. I'm going to die. I can't do it. I can't go on living if I don't get into Alabama. Why? Because the boyfriend's going to Alabama. Yes, girls do follow their boyfriends to college. I had a whole girl, one of my best players that I recruited. She came in, and the only reason she came to that school was her boyfriend is at that school. It was the easiest recruit I ever got. They literally walked into my office, and I got this transfer from one of my best shooters that I've ever coached. Right? And the boyfriend walked in. Hey, you want this player? She want to leave her school to come to your school. Why she want to come here? Boyfriend. I'm telling you. Right? And I can't tell you what happened after that because of HIPAA laws, but it wasn't good. It didn't turn out well. All right, but anyway. Yes. Your daughter's, Ninja. Somebody's daughter. Look at his face.
Oh, the humanity.
Never ask, sir. You don't want to know. Look at his face. He was like, my princess.
Oh, the humanity.
My pretty princess. How dare you? Did you look? Yep. Oh, no. Rest in peace, daddy. All right, yep.
Get him, daddy.
Hey, yo, right around 15, 16, your daughters don't belong to you no more. And here's the thing, guys. Historically, this has been the time where dads pass their daughters on between these ages, 15, 16 to 21. It's no longer your baby girl. It's no longer your child.
Get him, daddy.
All right, my man is sick. And he will not sleep well for a long time. He's not going to sleep well. He's going to be sick to his stomach. Okay? And yes, you asked, so she told. Damn, and he gripping. Hey, that's not your girl anymore. That's our girl. That's not your girl anymore. That's our girl. He cuffing, Chad cuffing them cheeks, them little booty cheeks, them little pancakes, them little Cinnabons out there.
Hey, where are the white women at?
All right. He cuffing them Cinnabons, and you got to sit there and take it, bro. Because she's a grown-ass woman. She's a woman now. She's emerging. She's got hormones and interest and lady lumps, and men like it. Cuffing. That's not your girl no more. That's our girl. And Pop's sick right now. Hey, there's nothing you can do, or you going to look like this ninja. The cop. Where he at? Where's the picture? You going to look like this dad. There's nothing you can do. She gone. She belongs to us now. She got them ice cream cookies cuffed. And dad's sick.
You shitting me, that pretty son of a bitch with his giant hand on my daughter's ass?
What did you just say?
What?
Are you talking about my ass?
All right, damn, predator, dog. Okay, Dad, these aren't your girls right here. These are high school girls. You can't mess with them. You can't mess with them. Oh, no. Wake up, gentlemen. Wake up. It's an evil world we live in. We have a woman going through a divorce here. Let's see what she has to say.
My divorce? Everyone wants to know what happened, including me. I'll be honest, I don't really know why. But one day, my ex-husband just said he doesn't want to be a husband anymore. Shocked the shit out of me. And of course, like we're taught, I fought. I thought that I could change him or enjoy that he was just going through a phase. But the brother was serious, okay? And all of his actions proved it. But to be honest, behind closed doors, we were both miserable. We barely made love. We didn't have anything in common. And honestly, he wasn't even attracted to me.
She looking like Marcus. She looking like Marcus per. All right, listen. Listen to what this is. So she's talking about I don't know who this woman is. I don't know where she's from, but she's talking about her marriage, and I guess he left and he wanted a divorce. And listen to what she just said there. I can't rewind it. But what do I tell you about a lot of these marriages, man? Behind closed doors, and she been sipping on a gallon of wine. That's why she talking. All right, and the Zanny hitting. But behind closed doors, then she told the truth. We wasn't sleeping together. I didn't touch his peen. He wasn't attracted to me. We didn't sleep in the same bed. Did you hear that? I'm telling you, man, these are the marriages that they call successful. They're successful. They're still together. And they ain't even fucking. They ain't even fucking. Bruh, they ain't even, look. She like, we ain't even for years.
But seriously, my marriage was terribly out of alignment. The first mistake that I made was that I put my husband before God. When I got married, I stopped relying on God's direction and I started following my husband. I mean, isn't that what they tell us to do? Something like your husband becomes your God, right? Wrong move, honey. When I got married, it was like a dream. I fell head over heels for this man, and I totally put myself and my life and business on the back burner. My divorce, everyone wants to know what happened, including me.
Oh, it's the beginning.
I'll be honest, I don't really know.
She lying.
Why?
About that part.
But one day, my
she crazy because a lot of her divorce has to do with this drinking right here.
Husband just said he doesn't want to be a husband anymore. Shocked the shit out of me.
Because you probably want a good wife, just judging from what I'm listening to now.
And of course, like we're taught, I thought that I could change him or that he was just going through a phase. But the brother was serious, okay? And all of his actions proved it. But to be honest, behind closed doors, we were both miserable.
Behind closed doors, we were both miserable. I know you saying it's Chanel. I don't know who that is. All right, I don't know what she does. What does Chanel do? Is she on the Real Housewives or some shit? I don't even know. Okay. All right, but behind closed doors, we were both miserable.
We barely made love.
We barely made love.
Didn't have anything in common.
We didn't have anything in common. All they had was, I mean, who's her husband? Who are these people? But here you go. These are some of these people out here. We had a great marriage. And then all of a sudden, behind closed doors, then you find out, oh, it really wasn't nothing there. They were just holding on to the fact that everybody thought they had something. I guarantee you, if you tell me who she is, then I can pull up pictures of her and her husband, and that's going to tell us everything. Now she's saying I put him first and put my business last, and all of a sudden, all right, it was my mistake. Let me see here if I can find who she is, because you guys are saying it was a tether. All right, let me see if I can pull her up. Okay. Okay, let's see here. It was a tether guy. He said it was a tether. This is her husband right here. I'm going to try to find some pictures right here. Oh, so we can see what's going on. All right, that's her husband right there. There's Black Love. For some reason, my screen doesn't look right. I don't like the way my screen looks. Let me see if I can pull up the and husband. Okay, so again, you got the look, Facebook pictures. Hey, nothing gonna tell you worse about a relationship going south than Facebook. All right, when they post Facebook pictures and they all in the videos and shit like that, and they're trying to say their marriages work and they got it all, power couple. Is this Larry Reed? Or maybe that's not her husband. Sacred divorce. Okay, now she's spilling the beans. There's them at home making TikToks. There they at home making TikToks. All right. Yes. And of course, he's a black man not smiling. There they are on Pinterest, all dressed up. And so, again, people will look at these relationships and think, oh, I want that. I want a relationship like that. Oh, he's successful. She's successful. I'm bursting the myth that a lot of these people are just not happy. All right. They're not happy. It'll come out. But they don't know what to do. A lot of them don't know what to do. There they are again right there. Rose petals and, oh, he's a sharp dresser. And she dresses. She's beautiful. Power couple. Power couple. A lot of these people lying, dude. They're lying. And I'm not saying this just for my own viewing pleasures and you to make you guys feel good about your failed relationships. All right. But yeah, bruh. Let's see here. It's not what they make it seem. We got another photo here. Another photo there. I believe that's them. I'm not sure. But people want to emulate their lives after these people. I know. I don't know who she is and what she's famous for. But then when it don't work out, they be up here singing another sad love song. Right? And I don't know why it worked. And he was this and I did that and it was this. Man, it's just sad. It's just evil world that we put ourselves through here. We got another one here. And then we'll get to the main event here. This guy says a warning about older men. All right, here we go right here. All right, let's see if we can get this guy on camera just so you can see. There he is right there. Oh, no.
Oh, humanity.
Oh, boy. All right. All right. Yeah. Oh, my. All right, so you know some fuckery about to come out of his mouth. Any man that does this to his beard. All right, he got a fresh lineup. Fresh lineup on the hair. Fresh lineup of the beard. Just for men. Kicking. He done blow dried his beard out. Oh, no. He got eyeliner on and mascara. And he done his eyebrows. This shit about to be a shit show. A warning about older men. I know some pure simpery about to come out this ninja's mouth. I don't even have to wait. He got the Derek Carr eyeliner makeup kit on. This shit about to be crazy. Oh, man. All right, what is going on with that beard here? All right, here we go right here. Let's see what he has to say. A warning about older men. Play the video.
Hey, listen. A lot of women ask me questions about dating older men. So I'm finna just answer the question publicly for everybody. Listen, it's nothing wrong with dating older men, but understand that they've been on this earth longer than you have. So they're more aware of things than you are. You may think that you know everything, but I promise you, you don't know as much as you need to know right now. You feel what I'm saying? Your heart is trying to grasp onto anything that's real love. Your heart is trying to grasp onto anything that's forever. And an older dude, he knows that. He knows how to manipulate your mind into thinking that he wants forever. And he knows how to manipulate your mind into playing victim when he is in the wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Don't think that because he is older than you, he is more mature than you. That's where you got things messed up at. He just more aware than you are. If he's acting childish and he acting immature, you need to leave him alone because that is a old ass child. You feel what I'm saying? And you wasting your life with an old ass.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Okay. What am I witnessing here, sir? What is this shit? What is this Captain Save a Whole shit here, man? Bruh, you cock blocking Dirty Mac. All right, King Dirty Mac right here. What? All right, you didn't even, by the way, I have to ask you, sir. You're not even an old man. What do you know about being an old man? What do you know? You're not even an old man. Like, I can hear this if an older man was saying this about older men. Yeah, that could be Dirty Mac too, but at least he's an older man and he knows. You don't know anything. You're a young man. So it sounds like you seeing these young women go for older men and now they acting like, right? Now you out here with your cape on and now you got big old bras on TikTok who'd have been exposed by older men. Now you in here with your cape. What is this shit?
Hey, listen, a lot of women ask me questions about dating older men.
Why are they asking you? Are you mad that they're asking you about dating older men? What can you do that an older man can't do? Not much. All right, not much. You might be able to go an extra 3 and 4 rounds. All right, but that's about it. That's about it. You got nothing else.
So I'm finna just answer.
He finna.
the question publicly for everybody.
Thank you. We've been waiting for this. He finna answer the question.
Listen, it's nothing wrong with dating older men, but understand that they've been on this earth longer than you have.
Captain Obvious. Captain Obvious.
So they're more aware of things than you are. You may think that you know everything, but I promise you, you don't know as much as you need to know right.
What doesn't that mean the same thing about you? That means the same thing about you. I mean, they're the same age women asking you about older men. All right. Why are they asking you about older men? Does he have a platform? I don't know.
Right now. You feel what I'm saying? Your heart is trying to grasp onto anything that's real love. Your heart is trying to grasp onto anything that's forever.
That's true. I mean, that's not false. I mean, that's what typically women do when they find men they're comfortable with, i.e. this woman out here. All right. And so when they find a guy that's stable, yes. So I wouldn't disagree with that. Let's continue.
And an older dude, he knows that. He knows how to manipulate your mind into thinking that he wants forever.
I mean, there's not much forever for him left. All right. So he just wants some young piece of calico. So he's saying you're manipulating. What is she doing? She's a victim. Let's continue.
And he knows how to manipulate your mind into playing victim when he is in the wrong.
I don't know what, like, wait, what? I'm sorry.
What that mean?
He's going to play victim when he's in the wrong, AKA, is that what women do? So he manipulates her when he's playing the victim when he's in the wrong. Okay, all right.
You feel what I'm saying?
I don't feel what you're saying. No, so you already knew.
What that mean?
You already knew that didn't make sense. So let's continue.
Think that because he is older than you, he is more mature than you.
Don't think because he's older, he's more mature. In comparison to who? I wonder how much older he's talking about here.
That's where you got things messed up at. He just more aware than you are.
He's not more mature, he's more aware. You feel me?
If he's acting childish and he acting immature, you need
to
leave him alone because that is a old ass child.
All right, so we got old child here. We like to throw that child around. We love to throw child around when we're trying to protect somebody. He's a child. Belittle the guy. That's a child. Okay. I heard somebody say, they were in the comment section, I was watching this video of some very heinous things done during World War II. That's what I'll be watching, not red pill guys. All right. And a woman jumps up there and said, some of these things were done to women that were of certain ages. And then the woman that was interviewed that said these things were done through her in World War II, the woman was like, oh, and the woman was 18. That's literally a child. Now, when I see that, nothing enrages me more. Well, that's a lie. A lot of things enrage me. But nothing gives me more of the creep vibes than people that say 18 child. That is literally not child. All right. And historically, that is literally not child. All right. So where we get this from, I don't know. But now we throw these words around like child. He's a mature child. All right. I don't like when people do that because that's very disingenuous. It means nothing. It just gets people's emotions to be like, yeah, it's a child. He's a child. All right. That just is not, it doesn't even add up. It doesn't even add up. That is a mature child. All right. That's not true. And you don't have anything to say to articulate your point. So let's just jump out here and go a mature child.
Leave him alone because that is a old ass child.
Yeah, an old ass child. That is false. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that.
You feel what I'm saying?
You feel what I'm saying? Anytime he doesn't make sense, he used the filler phrase, you feel what I'm saying. Always notice that. When they're trying to make sense and they're not making sense, it's going to be, you feel what I'm saying.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? And you?
Alone because that is a old ass child. You feel what I'm saying? You wasting your life with an old ass.
Yeah, you wasting your life. All right. Should they waste their life with you? They should waste your life with you. A warning to older men. All right, let me check the super chats and then I'm going to get into that main event. We're going to dig into the main event's chest out here. Interesting video by reviewing Esther Vilar's book, The Manipulated Man. I do have a copy. I forgot to bring it upstairs. I'm pissed, but I wanted to show you proof. Shout out to Wayne Peters, says, thanks for your hard work. Thank you, sir, Mr. Peters. Pause. Shout out to our brother, Joseph Grove with the sponsorship.
I'm rich, bitch.
Shout out to him. Joseph says, the best entertainment here on YouTube. Appreciate y'all, and thanks for trying to keep up with all my content. Dion Miller, shout out to you for your support, and it is helpful. Every bit is helpful to keep this show going. All right, we got some Ko-Fi love out here. Where is the love? Shout out to our brother here. It is Face Fact says, what are the best activities or sports to put your daughter in before the age of 12 to assist or mitigate in being in street behavior? So you're assisting in not being in the streets. All right, but as we said earlier, and I think today's show or yesterday, you want to get your kids involved in activities as early as possible. In the sports that I call the country club sports, it's got to be early, unfortunately, unless they develop some sort of talent that they can pick up athletics very easily. So when you're talking about country club sports or sports where the women have no contact, where there's a net and they just push the ball over, you got to get them early. If it wants to be basketball, these skills aren't going to really take place until 4th or 5th grade. All right, so that's going to be 8, 9, or 10. Country club sports, 6. Right, but what'll happen is, a lot of people don't see it and they just miss out on the window. If you got boys and they show any athletic prowess, you want to get them out there early as possible. 5, track, running, these things. And they have a lot of track clubs that you can get kids into sports-wise where they could just run, get out there and run, and you can see if they have any affinity for being out there burning energy. All right. Taekwondo, ballet, people are mentioning, martial arts, 4 or 5. All right, 5 years old. Get them out there. All right, get them out there doing ha. All right, get them out there doing that shit. My daughter's a junior black belt, and my son's a black belt in Taekwondo. Now, they can't fuck nobody up. They don't remember none of that shit. All right, they can do their kias and their forms and practice these disciplines. But I got them started in Taekwondo about 6 or 7, and they end up being black belt and junior black belt. And then I got my daughter involved in tennis around 10, all right, which was somewhat late. So she had a late development, but she ended up, I ended up pushing her pretty aggressively in it. And, she kind of peaked out and she didn't have it, but then she ended up doing some other sports after that. Basketball, 5th grade, 6th grade. 5th grade, 6th grade. And then some, so yeah. It's something like that. Unless they end up going to be tall, you can get them in there late. 100%. You want to keep them active. Some parents will be like, no, don't keep them too active. No, I'm going to tell you, man, kids have a lot of energy. You need to burn that shit off. You need to burn that energy so they ain't got no time to go out here and fuck around, right? You want them out there trying to rush to do their homework back from practice. This is healthy to me. A lot of people don't think so. All right, but when it comes to these kids, man, push. Tiger Mom. Piano lessons, tutor, basketball practice, nigga, homework. Run their energy out and then put their ass in coding camp in the summer, reading camp, writing camp, STEM camp. And in my opinion, if you're a parent and you ain't trying to do this with your kid, you failing. You don't realize how far your kid is getting set back. Because the kids that have the access to these things, they getting ahead. They smoking your kid. And then when your kid come out 18, 24, then y'all call it white privilege and shit like this. Nope, it's parent privilege. Keep your kid busy so they ain't got no time to fuck around. They ain't got no time to be on TikTok making TikToks. All right? You're going to be tired as hell. You don't even know what's going on. What happened? You want your kid to show up at school. What happened? Who did what? Who was on TikTok doing what? Now, that don't mean they ain't going to be having no sex. I mean, I'm telling you, I coach athletes, and they will mess around and get frisky. But keep your kids busy. And by the way, they're a sponge at this age. Once they get around 16, 17, they start to lose their ability to learn things, and then habits set in, good or bad. So once they get 16, the habits are already there. And their personality, their id, their ego has already been set. Their personality starts to take place. And if any parents start pulling back, oh, we're pushing it too hard, you fucked up. right? Bible camp. Yep. Keep them grinding. As soon as they turn 5, put them out there. Run, study, camps, all right? Get them busy. You will realize the loot. And let me just say this, because I have to say this. A lot of parents are going to say, well, just because they're doing all of this, that doesn't mean they're going to be happy. Nigga, are we pushing for happiness? We're not going for happy. Who said we was going for happy? Well, kids that do this don't turn out happy. Are we looking for happy? We ain't looking for happiness, my G. You think I'm doing this for their happiness? I'm doing this so they don't fuck up out here. That's why I'm doing this, so they don't end up stupid. I'm doing this so they can get an advantage. Trust me, it'll help them in the long run. That's called discipline. They're just like, well, that doesn't mean because these people are doing it that their kids are happy. We ain't care about no goddamn happy. All right, fucking, here we go right here. That's all these losers tell these people out here. Well, these kids are out here going to be stressed out. Stress them out. Stress they ass out. Have they ass thinking about, am I going to go out to the party on Friday or do my homework? All right, get on their neck. All right, come on, bruh. Keep they ass on. Keep them going, bruh. On their neck. All right, you got to go from here to here, here to here, here to here. You ain't got the time to go hook up with your boyfriend in the car like this other woman out here. On they neck. Look, I guarantee you, look at these pencil neck geeks. It looks like he plays sports. He had a sports jacket on, but it said Michigan State. He ain't got time to be in the back seat with his daughter. All right. Well, I want my kids to be happy. Okay, happy and fat. Happy and a loser. All right. Watch this. There's a meme I just saw. You can get the first 5 of your life. You can work hard for 5 years and let the next 50 years be easy or easier, or you can actually take the next 5 years off and the next 50 years going to be hard. Which one do you want? You want the first 5 years to be easy, where the next 50 going to be hard than a motherfucker? You want the first 5 years to be hard, right? Or you want the next 50 years to be easy? These first 5 years going to be hard. This is life. These are the life lessons that all old men, according to that young bearded ninja, older men know. Same thing about when you go to college and you pick an easy major. I'm going to pick this easy major. Guess what? The next 30 years of your life about to be fucked up. And you ain't going to know why. I can't understand why I can't get ahead on my bills. Well, you picked an easy major. You picked feminine gender studies. You picked liberal arts. And you got your degree in teaching. And you got your degree in African-American studies. Well, now the next you saw the salary projection. Your peak salary after 20 years is going to be $70K. You fucked up. And you had a chance. But guess what? All the people that went to STEM, all the people that got a degree that's worth some shit, yeah, they struggled in them first 5 years in college. But guess what? They breezing by your ass the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years because they actually applied themselves in the first 5 years and they took the L up front. And now it's a little bit easier on the back end. But you majored in communications and sociology. Now look at your ass. Now you looking stuck on stupid. I don't know why these years are. All right, man, don't get me preaching, man. Don't get me preaching. That's how life works. You make the hard choices. You make the hard sacrifice up front. Life becomes a little better. It becomes easier than the rest of everybody else. Doesn't mean it's going to be perfect. It just becomes easier. All right, face fact, shout out to you. But yes, get them involved early. All right, and shout out to our brother Roderick says, Coach, the sexual debauchery also occurs in the military after boot camp. After I left boot camp in 2014 and got to my school, female Marines and sailors were getting caught giving it up in the woods, outside the barracks, inside the barracks, and anywhere they could. Ring the bell. Let me tell you, I heard they selling punani on the front line. in the military. I cannot confirm or deny it. I have no military experience. But this guy's right here said, and anywhere you got a odd percentage, 93% men and 7% women, let's say 6% women and a whole bunch of Duke shooters, or 1% Duke shooter and trans. Anywhere you have that particular odd amount of men versus a small percentage of women, them women are getting their cheeks clapped. This is a fact. I met a young girl. She was in the Coast Guard, and she was a little 5'1", big ass titties. All right. And I'm like, what are you doing in the military? She had a fetish, and she was serving. I guarantee you she was serving because she has multiple kids. She had multiple kids. All right. Yep. 92%, 8%, 92% men, 8% women. She had multiple kids. See, and I don't know if they were by different men, but they serving once they get up in that military. After boot camp, serving. I heard they were selling punani on the front line. I heard that. I don't know. But you got to be a freak as a woman to be sitting up there around 92% men, right? If that ain't by mistake. That is very intentional. That is intentional as hell. And I heard they serving to get out of duties. We had a whole woman say that. When I was in the military, I served just so I didn't have to do X, Y, and Z. Get up in there 6 a.m. Left, right, left. They serving. All right, they not just serving their country. They serving that punani on the platter out there for the barracks. All right, shout out to Mr. Commander, says your channel with the super chat isn't showing up. Am I missing something? No, it's not. It's not up. It's mostly for the morning. And CJ says men are first manipulated by their mothers. They are slowly henpecked, gaslit, and into submission. It's difficult for young men to understand the manipulation tactics without having a strong man at home or a masculine community. Mothers manipulate their sons and daughters big time. And mostly because of protection, right? That's what they're doing. But yes, they're getting over on you, and then they get you guys. It's bad. Shout out to our brother Spicy Life, says the level of zest and inarticulation in that man's expression was astounding. The zest. All right. He had something going on there. Yeah, there he was hiding something. There's some pain in his eyes, too, because he's seeing these young girls going out to get him daddy season.
Get him daddy.
All right, get him daddy season. Drago says, you're right about sports. I paid for my son's little league, judo, and now 11 years old, travel baseball. Drills all afternoon, games on the weekend, and homework. He loves it and hates it. No pain, no gain. Yep. And people always say, you just want your kids to be college athletes and stuff like that, because I coach college sports, right? But people thought that was the drive. No, my drive was to keep my kids busy. That was the number one thing. Keep them busy. And I saw a lot of other people doing it, and I was like, nah. Okay, you want to keep them busy so that they don't got no time to be messing around. Idle's time is the devil's mind. Idle mind is the devil's mind. All right? So, and they will tell you statistically, women that are not busy, young women that are not busy with sports or something like that, they have more likelihood to get pregnant. I mean, it just increases like 50, 60%. It goes up. That doesn't mean, again, listen, it doesn't mean they're not going to. That's what men hear because you guys are one-dimensional. You guys can't think. This is why you get manipulated by women. And this is your fault because you always hear a guy say something and you say, I know a girl. We all know that there's girls that get the business out here. We're not saying it's not going to happen. We say we're going to decrease the odds. They're least likely going to be a statistic. Now, there's going to be some other things, but they're least likely. The likelihood goes down significantly that they're going to be out here on some bullshit as compared to a girl that gets out of school at 2:30 and ain't got nothing to do from 2:30 to 10:30. She about to get into some trouble. She going to be the girl that go to the football game at the stands, walking around, sashaying her ass, talking to guys, giggling, flirting, and then all of a sudden, dick dropping that neck on the behind the bleachers.
It's barbecue in there.
Kissing, following each other, all right? When you ain't got shit to do after school, go to an inner city neighborhood and look at what happens. Like, I see this all the time because I'm in upper scale, low. I go around all neighborhoods because I be out. Let me tell you, you will see kids, like high school kids, students. They will be out walking around. You'll see them with their backpack, and it'll be 5:30, 6:30, and they'll be still in a group walking around with their backpack like they just came from school, but they ain't gone home yet. They haven't gone home yet since 2:30 school let out. And they still outside, 5:30, going to the mall, robbing the store, rat packing, shoplifting, just outside. They finally going home at 6:30. Finally going home at 6:30. They ain't been home yet. They ain't cracked no book open. They ain't studied. They ain't did no homework. They've been out at the hours of trouble. In fact, in the book, they call these the I can't remember what the hours called it, but they called it the trouble hours. Between 2:30 and 6:30 are the hours that kids most get in trouble. Okay, yep, they be up at 7-Eleven stealing, smoking weed in the motherfucking ravine, all that. Okay, but those hours, 2:30 to 6 hours, are the most dangerous hours for young adolescents. Not at nighttime. They can get in trouble at night. But from 2:30 to 6:30, those are the worst hours for kids. That's when they get in trouble. That's when they commit crimes and shoplift and fuck and smoke weed and do drugs because they know you ain't going to be home from work. You ain't going to be, the witching hours, y'all call it. Those are the juvenile delinquent hours. That's when they going to be smoking blunts and vaping and doing all the shit while you out at work and they know you're going to be home at 6. And so then they start making their way back home. So when you have young people, these are the hours. That's the hours your teenage daughter gets pregnant. 2:30 to 6 because you ain't at home. All right. They don't get knocked up at 10 o'clock because you're at home. All right. They not outside doing that. They get knocked up on a pissy mattress at 4:30 in the afternoon on school day. Right here. All right. So be careful when you got kids out here. I'm just giving y'all some lessons for the people that have kids and that are considering having kids. I'm giving y'all a big time game. That's when your daughter gets a train ran on her. And then 20 years later, she's going to call it a sexual assault. All right, but it's going to be between 2:30 and 6:30. She's going to get a train ran on her. And it's going to be 3 niggas tag teaming her. Just tagging in and tagging out. Because they ain't got nothing else better to do. Trust me. They ain't solving the world's problem at this age. Right? They causing problems. So you want to have them have things to go to. You got a tutor, get to your tutor, go to Kumon, go see this. You need to be at practice. You need to be on them. And I'm a guy that believes in the one parent supporting the household. There needs to be a mom, and fuck you feminists. There needs to be a mom at home. I don't care, all the way to their teenage years. Fuck your little goofy career. You ain't got careers anyway. All these women saying, but what about my career? You don't have a career. You have a series of jobs. You ain't had the same series of jobs for the last 15 years your kids been in school. So you ain't had no career. You could have gave up all that. You had a series of goofy ass jobs and you still behind on your motherfucking student loans. So there needs to be, if you guys want this to work, there needs to be a parent at home. That's the only way it's going to work. Who cares about the economy? You broke anyway. Right? What the hell you talk about economy? Y'all are broke and y'all both got 2 jobs and your kid out here vaping. At the end of the day, y'all hustling backwards. Y'all hustling backwards, but keep doing y'all and fucking up y'all lives and the kids, your future kids' lives. The future of your kids. Keep fucking them up out here with your career. All right, talking about I got a career. You ain't got no career.
So I could focus on my career.
You got a series of jobs that you hop from, laid off, temporary. That's not a career. Right here. And you still broke after 15 years working on your career. All right, but anyway, y'all do it the way y'all want to do it. I got to get to this main event here. All right, I got to get to this main event. Right here. All right, these bums out here talking about, well, I could have my job and my independence and my career, and your kid out here vaping at 14. Ain't got nowhere to go. and you too broke to put them in events. Well, it's expensive to put them in Taekwondo. Exactly, you goofy individual. But keep doing you, Miss Career Woman. All right. Anyway, it's expensive to put them in all these things. Kids are expensive. All right. And guess what? Your kid is going to be behind all these whites and Jews and Indians and Asians. They're going to be way behind, because guarantee you, in these other upper crust communities, these whites, Indians, Jews, and white kids and Asians, they getting all this work. They getting all this, and no, who cares if they're happy? Well, they're not happy. Who cares? All right, they are ahead of your kids by light years by the time they hit 18. You're behind already. All right, if you want to know what the real is, I'm telling you what the real dose of blue chip main event out here. Let's jump into it. Jump into it. I'm telling you what's going on here. I don't even have a slide for this, so we'll just do this. All right, The Manipulated Man. I don't know why I don't have a slide. Esther Vilar is the book. If you guys want to get it, you can listen to it for free here on the internet, on YouTube. You can listen to the audio book. All right, but The Manipulated Man is the book by Esther Vilar. Let's see if they have a copy of the book here. All right, let me go ahead and pull the book up. This book was written in the 1970s, if I'm not mistaken. And I've read the book. I have a copy of it here. This is the woman, Esther Vilar. She was around during the big bra burning feminist. They used to call this they didn't call it feminist. They used to call it women's lib. All right, they used to call it women's liberation. So before they called it really like feminism. So this was during the women's liberation movement. And shout out to her. She wrote this book right here, The Manipulated Man and the Polygamous Sex, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But this is her big book written in 1971. All right, so there's nothing new under the sun. This woman wrote a book that's basically anti-feminist. All right, and she's talking about how men are manipulated by women bad. All right, so we're going to go through a couple of quotes by Esther Vilar here. I do have this book. I have read the book. But we're going to go ahead and give you a couple quotes just so you can see what goes on here. And she has her take related to this. This is not my take. This is her take, but I tend to agree with what's going to be said here.
What a great advantage a man can have over women if he only knew what cold and calculating thoughts are going through her mind while her eyes are brimming with tears.
All right, so here we go. We're going to stop at these and give you my insight on this one. You guys see what I talk about. You say CGA is cold. Nothing colder than women, man. There's nothing colder than women. And there's nothing colder than a woman that is crying in front of you. And she's saying she's being cold and calculating. She's not being a victim. When she's crying and she's playing the, oh, poor me victim. She's saying, oh, brother, she is thoughting and plotting. But a great advantage a man could have over a woman if he knew how cold and calculating her thoughts are that are going through her mind when her eyes are brimming with tears. Let me hit her with that. Let's continue.
Men have been trained and conditioned by women, not unlike the way Pavlov conditioned his dogs into becoming their slaves.
Now remember, a woman wrote this book. All right, I want you to know this. A woman wrote this book. This book is available here on YouTube. You heard what she said. We're not going to listen to him. Men have been trained and conditioned by women. Not unlike I've said this too, but shout out to her. I ain't taking no credit from her. Unlike the way Pavlov conditioned his dogs into becoming slaves. All right. And she has a whole bunch of ways where she breaks this down. So these are just quotes pulled out. These are quotes pulled out of this book. All right. So she goes deeper into these thoughts.
Instead of probing the depth of woman's mysterious psyche, mysterious only because there is nothing behind it, they should study their own psyche.
Study your own psyche. Wow. He said, mysterious, there's nothing behind it. This is when I say, I don't like how my screen looks here. Let me see if I can adjust it because the quotes are being pulled off. This is when I say things like, once you understand women, you don't love them. You can't love them. Like this is when I say things like this, because there's really nothing going on, but it's in our head. It's more in our head than anything else. And we end up giving them outs as opposed to, making them work for making them work for whatever they're getting from us. We give them outs. And there's really no outs, man. You guys got to just realize most of it is in our head. There's no mystery. Women are mysterious. What are they thinking? I don't understand them. No, just don't. There's nothing to understand. There's nothing to understand. They're not that mysterious when you understand them. All right, accept it and move on. All right, so here we go right here.
It is quite incredible that men, whose desire for knowledge is unbounded in every other field, are really totally blind to these facts, that they are incapable of seeing women as they really are, with nothing else to offer but a vagina, 2 breasts.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Again, so these are things I try to tell you. It's incredible that men who know so much in all these ninjas work for NASA and they woman manipulating them. You think you're going to get more. You're incapable of seeing women as they really are. You don't want to understand them. You're trying to find something. Well, there's got to be something bigger than that, coach. There's nothing bigger than that. Just take it. This is who they are. Accept it. What do they have to offer? I mean, not much. What do they bring to the table? Me. Okay, not much. Now, you got to put them in. If you want to live with them, you got to put them to work. If you don't want to put them to work, trust me, she's going to talk about this. They're going to come out here and find ways to manipulate you. Yes, a woman wrote this book. Okay, let's see here. I don't know if she was a Lily Lintlicker, but let's continue.
Someday it will dawn on man that woman does not read the wonderful books with which he has filled his libraries, and though she may well admire his marvelous works of art in museums, she herself will rarely create, only copy.
Man, we see this all the time in our society. We have the whole MGTOW movement. Now, 10 years later, they're doing MGTOW, right? So they kind of copy. They don't really, this is as a whole, create works of themselves. They don't read motivational books. They're not going to read books about budgeting. You're going to read those, and you're going to help her do it. You're going to help her do it. She's going to let you do all the work, and then she'll just go ahead and say, and then once she sees you do it, she copies. This is pretty interesting here. Somebody said, is this the book? Bruh, are you listening? Some people don't listen, bruh. I swear, some of you men, and some of you men are women in here.
Women have preserved this baby look for as long as possible so as to make the world continue to believe in the darling, sweet little girl she once was, and she relies on the protective instinct in man to make him take care of her.
All right, we got to go back and revisit that. That one's interesting right there. She preserves the baby look as long as possible to make the world believe in she's a little darling. I'm just a little old girl. I'm just a little darling. Of course, you got the hyper masculine women, alpha women. But at the end of the day, they're looking for somebody to protect them. And they want to go to the man, relies on the protective instinct for the man to take care of them. When I showed you the woman that was like 45, 40 something, and then she married the simp, all because she wanted to get married and have a baby, that's a protection. That was her trying to get him to protect. That's the last second Hail Mary retirement plan. That's all that is. All right. But that's why, remember when that woman said earlier, she's not going to have babies in her 20s. She wants to enjoy her life. She wants to enjoy her life up front. Those are her enjoyment years. And then the next 20, 30 years going to be hell. And then she's going to be jumping from man to man. All right. Just like that other woman we featured today. This one. This is what they're talking about right here. Preserve the baby look as long as possible. I'm just a little darling. And then prey on the man. Manipulate him to prey on his protective instincts to take care of her. Now she's looking for the exit plan. Let's continue here. Let's not talk about this guy yet. That's tomorrow.
Her. When will women become civilized enough to stop mistreating men? When will they cease from training their lovers to become providers, merely because they have the power to do so? As long as they continue as they are, men have no alternative to polygamy.
Interesting. No alternative to polygamy. All right, continuing here. Oh, this is going to be a bad one right here. This one's going to be a bad one. We did have a guy tell us this. Now, this one, again, you're going to misread this. People are going to jump to conclusions, but listen to this one.
By the age of 12 at the latest, most women have decided to become prostitutes. Or, to put it another way, they have planned a future for themselves which consists of choosing a man and letting him do all the work. In return for his support, they are prepared to let him make use of their vagina at certain given intervals.
Jesus. Oh yeah, this book is banned on Amazon. Now, remember what I kept saying, 8 to 12. Once they get past 12, all bets are off. I'm trying to listen, the greats already know. 8 to 12. Once they get to 13, then they're like, man, take care of me. Man, do for me. Why? Because men start doing for them. Men start giving up their lives for them. Men start pursuing them. Then you can't talk them off the ledge. And they do that all the way until it used to be 30. Now they do it until 40 and 50. By the age of 12, a woman has decided to become prostitutes. Again, she even made the equivalence between dating, prostitute, and marriage. Which I've said, there's almost no difference. It's almost all the same. As I say, all men pay. You pay on the front end or the back end. It's all the same. They just frame it differently. And then for you to feel better about yourself, well, I don't buy pussy. I have a wife. You bought pussy. Right? That's what you got. That's exactly what you did, sir. All right. I know you feel better and it's a godly pursuit, but even she says there's no difference. Her goal and aim is to choose and find a man to let him do all the work. I mean, even if she has a job, are you guys really getting ahead? Not really. It's more distracting from the household than it is contributing in most cases. All right, so her little job ain't helping. All right, so shout out to you. But then in exchange, listen, in return for his support, they are prepared to let him make use of their vagina at certain given intervals. Woo, way. This book is lethal. Is she lying? She's just clearly, I think she's from Argentina. Is she Argentinian? It says Argentina, German, Argentina and German. Boy, she is laying it out. Straight lace, uncooked, raw, no chaser. Wowzers, man. Okay, let's continue. Boy, oh boy, she hitting y'all over the head, man. She killing y'all simps right now. She killing y'all simps. Here we go.
There are men who carefully maneuver a large limousine out of the garage at 8 o'clock every morning. Others leave an hour earlier, traveling in a middle-class sedan. Still others leave when it is not yet light, wearing overalls and carrying lunch boxes to catch buses, subways, or trains to factories or building sites. By a trick of fate, it is always the latter, the poorest, who are exploited by the least attractive women.
I'm in overtime, y'all. I'm in overtime. Gentlemen, I've been telling y'all this. Y'all be out here hogging and breaking your back for a Gordita. Oh my God. Poor ninjas. Wowzers, man. She killing y'all with this. She coming out with the
pop, pop, cut, cut, cut. Skitty keep pop, pop. And a pop, pop, boom.
Did y'all hear that? Jesus. I said that. Yep. I said y'all got red pill by fives at best. None of y'all got red pilled by attractive women. All of y'all got red pilled and manipulated by fives. I done told y'all. We all did it. We all got our worst red pill by a loser woman. Like a five at best. Jesus. By a trick of fate, it is the latter, the working class, the average guy, the hard hat, the working guy, the schlub, the Barney Rubble, the factory guy. It is not the men up front getting manipulated by average women. They get manipulated by pretty women. Okay? And middle class men ain't getting manipulated most of the time by ugly average women or least attractive. It's the men at the bottom. All the men that say, Coach, not everybody can be rich. But you out here getting red pill by a Gordita. Damn. Oh my goodness. Let's continue. Y'all getting skinny pop out here.
If a young man gets married, starts a family, and spends the rest of his life working at a soul-destroying job, he is held up as an example of virtue and responsibility. The other type of man, living only for himself, working only for himself, doing first one thing and then another simply because he enjoys it and because he has to keep only himself, sleeping where and when he wants, and facing woman when he meets her, on equal terms and not as one of a million slaves, is rejected by society. The free, unshackled man has no place in its midst.
Woo! Wait, free agent lifestyle for life. Free agents, listen. Is she putting you on? She said the men that do for themselves can't be used as slaves. But guess what? Society rejects you. Oh, you're not useful. Why? Because you're not going to do the slave work. You're not going to slave. This is 1971. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Free agent lifestyle for life. When you choose to do for yourself and be a free agent, they're like, okay, we can't use him. Good. Get away from him. But when you want to be the working schlub, I protect, I serve, I do 100% of the bills. I take care of my family. Guess what? You the one they get Willy Lump Lump. You the one that get Willy Lump Lump. Right here. Boy, she hitting the home runs, bruh. She hitting the home runs. This is why they don't like us. This is why we're demonetized over here. This is why we're demonetized, because we're useless over here. We can't do it. All right, but when you die, when you go out there and he was a hero, he was a good man. You dead at 50. You die for a 19-year-old girl because they were going to steal her dog. He was a good man. He went out there and died for these women. And he didn't get nothing from it. Oh, he was a hero, dead. But the free man sleeps where he wants, when he wants. He comes and goes. He deals with women. He faces women when he meets the need. All right, I'll deal with women. JUCO, deal with them. Take them home. Done. All right, you're not going to use me as a slave. All right? No, I see a woman. I deal with her. Release her. Rent her, lease, put back. No maintenance. Hit the like button. He's like, those men are the one that can freely live their lives, but where society will reject you. Oh, I know this because I've been both of these guys. I was a hero. I was a good man, a good husband. What did that get me? No, not much. All right. I got used, abused, kids taken from me, fought through court, dragged. And I was being the good guy. Right? I was being the good guy. Once I'm free, they can't get their claws into me. So now I'm useless.
A man who wants to gain power over a woman must follow the example of women and condition his sex drive. If he succeeds in becoming as cold as she can no longer bait him with sex into the role of provider.
Jesus. This is the free agent lifestyle. This is the JUCO. All right? This is monk mode. This is monk mode. When you go into monk mode, when you have sexual discipline, or you don't look to buy via love or time, you don't try to trade that. You are following the woman's lead. You're actually doing what she does, and you can be as cold as she is and they can't bait you into a position as a provider. This also includes men paying child support, right? You bust up in these women at 16, 18, 21, 25, and now you're on child support. You're done. You're the role of the provider. You're going to be paying child support, and now you're providing for them, the kids and the mom, because you have no sexual discipline, no discipline. You can't be cold. You got to be cold out here. You got to be able to turn it down and not be like, oh, I need to get it. I need to do whatever. This is also goes against cold approach, running game, all of that, all of this. All right, all of this. It's crazy.
At most, she could offer herself as an equal sex partner, as dependent on him as he is on her. If men could abstain from sex at judicious intervals, they might even succeed in normalizing the female sex drive, even make women desire them more than the other way around.
Oh my goodness. If you can not be desperate for sex, you'll match the woman's sex drive and make her want you more. I've said that before. I was like, dude, when you're indifferent to them, for some reason, they want you more. You go on a date number 1, 2 with them, and you act like you don't want no sex, the next time, they're going to come jump your bones. The next time she sees you, she's going to jump your bones because you held out. You were like, I ain't pressuring you. It ain't no big deal. The next time she sees you, she's going to give you the sex. Right, dude? I'm telling you, she's going to just put it on a platter. And people are like, that don't work. That don't work, coach. You guys are selling men a dream. All right, try it. What do you got to lose? This is a fact. Wow, wow, wow.
Male aggressiveness consists in asking a woman to have intercourse and waiting for her to say yes or a definite no. Skillful tacticians enhance their chances of making out by distributing their attentions among several women at a time, one version of playing the field, thus increasing their statistical chances for a favorable answer, depending on circumstances. This is the height of male aggressiveness that is tolerated. Genuine aggressiveness, rape, men have forbidden themselves by law.
All right, so the height of it is abundance. Abundance. So when you have abundance, you don't have to worry about it. But when you're trying to pressure one woman to get it, she's going to feel it and shut you down and make you chase and distract you. This also was in the movie Show Me the Money, whatever that movie is. Show Me the Money. This was displayed in the movie Show Me the Money. In the movie, the guy wanted to be a sports agent, and he had all these clients, and he was trying to manage all those clients. But remember, the one client, the guy that said, show me the money, he distracted him from all the other clients, and he lost all his other clients, and he had to focus on that one client. And it ended up working for him, but he had to work that much hard. He had no other clients. He had no abundance, and he got fucked over by Jerry Maguire. Yeah, he got fucked over. So he only had that one client. And then what did that lead him? He had to fall in love and not chase he had to get completely distracted. He got distracted by one person. Now, if that person would have got injured, it would have been over. His whole career would have been over. So, when she's saying, when you have abundance playing the field, you have several women, you can distribute the attention, and you don't have to push at one. When you have to push at one, the advantage favors the woman. Then she says, when you go past that, now you're getting into rape and any other forms of manipulation that are going to make the woman say he violated me. I mean, boy, this book right here, there's so much to say right here. So much to say. And that was the last quote right here. But go ahead and type in your favorite quote. Remember, some of these things, this book was written well before I was born. All right, but we learned. Some men are smart enough to learn and figure it out. All right, and figure it out. They do. And sometimes you got to get hit over the head to figure it out. And then you got to come out cold. You got to come out cold. That's the only way you beat this. You got to come out indifferent, cold, and in abundance. Now, it's not going to prevent you from bullshit. You still can get caught up out here. Right? But this woman is showing you where it is on the man side. And there's so much more. There's many videos of people breaking down her books on how the manipulation works. There's people, the book is here if you want to read the book, It's on audiobook here on YouTube. I'm not going to provide the link. I would prefer you buy it. Sometimes if you buy this book, it is it's expensive because it's banned on many of the platforms. All right, it's banned. But somebody says it solidifies everything that I preach to you. I don't lead you astray. This shows you that even a woman can arrive at the same conclusion and go, yeah, you niggas is out here doing it wrong. All right, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it the way society wants you, and that is the slave route. They make you the slave. Slave to your desires, slave to a little couple pieces of transactional punani, and then they pat you on the head. All right, good boy, you're doing good. You're the good man. Yeah. Okay, let me get to these super chats because I got, you know what I got going on. What's the name of the book? Did you just show up? Are you new here, sir? What's the name of the book? The Manipulated Man. That's the name of the book right there. The Manipulated Man. That if you buy this book before you buy the Free Agent Lifestyle book, Ninja, 12 lashes. You need to buy the Free Agent Lifestyle book before you buy this book. Okay? Buy my book first, you jackass. Then get this book. But if you don't buy my book and you jump over to buy this book, you jackass, this woman is probably not even alive yet. She probably ain't even alive no more. You going to give her a residual before you give me a residual. Buy my book first. Then buy that book. Goof ass ninja. Jesus. Ninja going to go right to it. I'll give her the money, bitch ass ninjas. Buy my book first and buy these books together, ninja. But you gonna buy her book, nigga ain't bought my book yet. All right, what the fuck? What's wrong with you people? She dead. No, she's alive. Shout out to Esther Vilar. She's still alive. All right, anyway. 12 lashes for you simps. All right, anyway. Buy my book first. All right, what do we got here? See what we got. She not dead. I thought she was dead. Shout out to our brother. Kaylin says, Coach, it's been said that spouses should be their kids' role models for a relationship. So if a man had to marry his wife to get sex, or in doing so created his daughter, shouldn't he have say-so in who his daughter will get sexually active and involved with? The answer is today, no. Today, women pick their partners. Those days are gone, sir. If you want those, you need to move to another country. Today, this is not what we do. Today, the women pick their partners. Now, they do a shitty job at it, right? They make mistakes for about a good 15 to 25 years, right? All right, 15 to 25 years. They bump their head. They all over the place from 15 to 45. Good 30 years of just knocking a noggin around. And then they finally just arrive.
And that's you.
Let me get a simp. All right, let me figure this shit out. I'm in a bind, my rent due. I got something. I got to fix this shit right here.
And that's you.
All right, so they pick their own mates. They pick it on a variety of reasons at different intervals of their life. They go for status, whoever's the big man on campus. Then they start going in on the guy that can treat her romantically. And then they go for a guy that has their finances straight. All right, but before and all of that, they go for Pookie and Ray Ray. That's the status in high school and college. Then they some women carry that on into their mid-20s. Some girls carry that on into their 30s. Then they start looking for developed men that have an apartment. Then they get older. He had to have a house. Then they get married, divorced, Willie Lump, back out here. Right. So we don't pick their mates anymore. This is not what we do. This is old school thought, but it doesn't exist today. Shout out to Kima says, I always watch her show while doing the dishes. The dishes. He says, it usually takes me 2 hours or more. How many dishes you got? He says, you have me killing myself laughing in the midst of it. And plus, you share info that is quite profound. Appreciate your work, man. Thanks. Shout out to you. That's a lot of dishes. Shout out to Kima in the building. He must work at a restaurant. Appreciate you, sir. And keep grinding. Yes, man. I try to give you some thoughts that you can't get anywhere else. All right. You can't get anywhere else. And hopefully that's the case. The 10th man says Esther Vilar is banned, but the manipulated man is not. The manipulated man is always in play. And when you go to dating, when you date women on Tinder, they're literally running the manipulated man on you. When you date women on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, they're literally running a playbook of manipulation on you. Especially these women be having 2 failed marriages, kids by other men, and these bitches come out like it's prom night. I'm just a princess and I want to be treated well and I want a man that takes me out for dinner. Like they ain't out here fucking and sucking. All right, they on dating app for 6 months, 2, 3, 5 years, 6, 7 years, sucking and fucking. And then you meet them and she's like, I only talk to one man and I'm only out here looking for my dream guy. I'm looking for my king. I'm looking for somebody to spend the rest of my life with. She out here putting her whole feminine act on. Like she ain't out here sucking and fucking, been sucking and fucking for I don't know how long. Bitch, are you crazy? This is complete manipulation, bruh. 47, spoil me, 2 divorces. Got a whole kid, 2 whole kids by 2 different men out here. I'm a lady and I deserve to be treated right. Please. This is literally the manipulated man. All that shit is straight manipulation. It's garbage. Garbage. These are garbage human beings, bruh. I'm not here for hookups. If men just wanted to have sex with me, they could just be straight up and honest. And maybe I'll think about it. Lies. If a guy just said, let me fuck and let me hit, they'll be like, these guys are garbage. Dude, they're literally running the manipulated man. I'm going to wait for 90 days with the next man. And I'm like, bro, you've been divorced twice. Like right here. I'm looking for my person. Dude, it is garbage. These people are garbage human beings. They're manipulating you and they're playing a game on you. A giant game. None of these women have true intentions of doing anything but manipulating you. And they're trying to trick you into taking some leftover garbage. I mean, I'm just saying, they're trying to trick you into taking a deal that nobody is taking. Listen to me. Nobody's taking this deal. All these men have been manipulated to a point, and they stopped and figured out this is garbage, and they dipped. Nobody's taking this deal, and here you go. Well, maybe she is a good woman. Nobody fell for this bullshit. As long as they've been single, not a one, and they still trying to trap a goofy, okay?
And that's you.
They trying to trap a goofy. Like, nigga, here they come. You the next one up. Next goofy up. Nobody taking that deal. Yep, clearance rack material. Shout out to Marius. I don't know what to call you. Love W says, supporting my interests. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Nobody taking that deal. And they just waiting for a gump. Waiting for a goofy gump to jump in there, feet first, and take that deal. And this is literally manipulated man. Dating apps, again, if you're on a dating app, I don't know what you're doing. Now, if you're just there to have fun and try, mostly even if you're trying to have fun, you're wasting your time. You're wasting tremendous amount of time. All right, you're distracting yourself from doing something that actually could benefit you. All right, but, go ahead. Go ahead. It's low return of investment. You could have paid for 8 pieces of peace leave and got satisfied before you went out there to try to take 8 soggy bitches out. All right, nah, bro. All right, I think I'm done because I got to hit the showers. I got to hit the showers, man. But I got to get a show planned. But in the middle of all that, it's time to fix his bind out here. Hey,
I got money.
Shout out to ASAP Hanswell says some content creators is going to steal this tomorrow. I'll listen to the manipulated man at work tomorrow. Shout out to you. Salute, coach. Oh, for sure they are. I hope they know this isn't a secret with content creators, but some content creators are going to go for it. And then you're going to hear them talking about it again. But MGTOW guys, they've been talking about this for years. All right. Men in the MRA space, men's rights activists, they've been talking about this for years. All right. Shout out to the coach gang. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.